Alright, welcome everybody to week 12. Look at what I got. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your doom.
Aww.
This lovely thing here is a critical fumble deck. So now, Nat 1s actually have meaning. So whenever you roll... Sorry, just a little bit of OCD with the terrain here. Whenever you roll a Nat 1 and you don't Benny out of it, I get to draw one of these lovely little cards and it does a thing.
And you have to sing the Doom song.
So I have to go like that. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah. So last time we left off, you guys had gotten up from your whatever it was, and you saw that you were heading towards this structure that looks like an elf laying on its side. That, I guess, according to the drawing, looks more like something out of Galarian's version of Sesame Street. But whatever. I've done better drawings, I promise. But you know, whatever.
Is this a male or female?
You don't really know. You can't tell.
It looks like an LP.
It's an LB.
If we draw something right here, we would know what it was.
Well, yeah, but
Well, I
Wait,
said
you'll
male
have
or
to-
female. I'm referring to
Penis smell like his knees.
maybe. But you would probably need to go all the way back to one place, get a sculptor, maybe someone with stone shape or
I'm
some
referring
other
to
type of
biological
spell.
sex
Bring them all the way back over there.
Your expression.
So I have
It
places.
does look kind of envy though, because it's got the very gender neutral.
Could be very flat chested. Who knows?
Well, I imagine elves are just flat chested in general.
Hey, don't judge elves, man. Some of them are bodacious as
The ones that have a little bit of human DNA.
Yeah, so since I guess this was the last thing that I read last time, I'll just read this again. The trees thin ahead, forming a broad clearing centered on an immense stone statue of a reclining elf, whose skin bears dozens of raised markings like painful welts. The figure rests on one partially buried elbow while extending its other hand towards the sky. The elf's simple robe and hair are both sculpted of heavily weathered metal that has corroded entirely in places. Numerous crumbling outbuildings ring the clearing, where only mosses and a few stubborn, stunted trees grow. Untold ages have reduced these buildings to low walls and buried fountains, with only a few fragmented walls standing more than 4 feet in height. The more complete structures have trapped millennia of sediment and runoff from a spongy floor of silt and moss. And this broad expanse that you see before you forms a plaza of jumbled paving stones shifted by sinkholes and tree roots. Several large pedestals stand half buried beneath leaves, earth, and detritus, whatever that is, throughout the area. Though any statues that once stood atop them have since eroded into little more than fragile spikes and weathered cobbles. Look, module writers,
Like debris.
please be kind to all of us who only know like 4 words in the vocabulary.
Monosyllabic.
Yeah. I can only speak the English.
All right. Yeah, I think it's like debris and other like decaying.
Why can't you just say decaying earth?
Right?
Because it has
Aesthetic?
it has a more specific.
Yeah, aesthetic.
meaning.
I don't care about no elves.
So is this
Ouch,
is
thanks.
this like a
You don't care about
statue?
half of me.
I want to go and I'm gonna go investigate this statue and look and see if I can see if it's male or female.
I knew it.
Oh my
What
god.
kind of melee weapon do you have right now? Because I'm
Do you want to make me a perception check?
You got a
I
club.
do.
Do you want a longsword? It's a D8 over D6.
I am curious. Is no one else
Or did you
curious?
take weapon focus simple?
14.
Sure. 20 is my two
It's a longsword. It's a D8. Slashing.
pretty ones.
Doesn't have a critical effect.
And immediately the bennies come out.
Immediately.
On my perception.
There must be something.
Yeah, there's
But we don't notice.
something
Something
hidden
is.
up the skirts.
Just a D8 or D8 plus strength.
Well, plus whatever your normal modifiers are. So plus strength, plus your level.
Alright, perfect. Nat 20 to hit your kinetic AC.
Oh boy!
It's gonna be a
Well, that's
repeat of
obviously a miss.
As,
Can you get a nat 20 reflex
Yes,
save?
yes. I have the magical ability of.
Alright.
I'm just waiting for him to be dropped in one hit like I
Play
was.
dead. Play dead. That's all I need to do.
It's a repeat of last week, folks.
Oh gosh, why? My dice hate you, my dice hate me. We are all one big family. Let's see. 16 points of damage. Whew. I rolled rather low, kind of, sort of. But yeah, you hear just a, well, do you? Yeah, I'll say.
do I know what I'm being attacked by, or like what general direction?
Well, you don't know what you're being attacked by, but you do hear like a loud crack come from the statue as you move towards it.
Oh, so where is he when this happens?
Yeah.
Like, is he down by the feet, or is he just like forward?
You are, we'll say, you are right there.
So
Also,
it comes from the statue.
also, I want everybody to make me a stealth check.
Oh, okay.
Even
rolling.
Yep, even you.
Well, stealth is your big. Your
I
best
know,
ability.
no, I know, but I 22. Plus it was 15. I'm not saying oh no because of the die roll.
17.
29.
3.
Oh man.
You're going to the big boy stealth.
So trip over your own feet.
No, the crack makes you go.
Alright, who got above a 29? Or 25?
I did.
Alright, you see up in the sky moving hues and reflective light. Alright, so
I was gonna say something, but my brain blanked. So I just looked up dumb. Like really stupidly.
that being said, oh, it really doesn't matter which one. So I'll roll a d4 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna let out a yelp. No!
Hello,
I
you.
just hide in a bush.
Something jumped up and bit me.
So, Malala,
Yes.
does a 25 hit your kinetic AC?
What?
He even needs to.
Yeah. What did I do? I thought I was the stealthy one.
And
Damn.
here we were bad mouthing Hans or Viato for getting
So-
us in trouble.
So this thing that you see, this reflective light that you see,
Oh god.
it shoots some kind of a spindly like gooey webbing that forms around you and kind of holds you in place. You take 10 points of non-lethal damage, which is important to note because if you're reduced to 0 hit points by non-lethal damage, you're not dead. But it's also tracked separately from your average stamina hit points, so it's wonky, but it works. And you're also entangled. So let me just get that card out for you. But basically what it means is you move at half speed, You cannot run or charge, and you take a -2 penalty to AC attack rolls, to AC attack rolls, reflex save, and initiative checks, and dex-based skills and ability checks.
I thought rolling high was a good thing.
This is why these discussions about gender are dangerous. They'll kill you, quite literally.
Alright. Do you want to hand this over to... Because that'll let you
Should have
know.
been respectful of the enemy.
So yeah, right now you are covered in webbing. And that being said, I'm going to need everybody to make me an initiative roll. Because that was a surprise round.
Oh god.
Yeah, you know what?
9.
8.
15.
Okay.
I don't know why I said, because he's just going to ask us, like, number by number grade, like, 25.
Oh yeah.
We can't even hit 25 right now, unless you have improved initiative.
I have
Alright.
4.
+4.
Well, I have my total 4, yeah.
Alright.
Wow.
25 to 20, or 20 to 25.
But I still can't hit.
Okay. 15 to 20.
15.
Okay.
I got a 13.
10 to 15.
13.
Okay. 5 to 10.
I got an 8.
I got a 9.
Alright. Alright, it goes. Yikes. So you see before you just kind of, it goes out of its natural camouflage to reveal itself, and you see just kind of hovering above this structure what looks like a large starfish. I mean, large is a word. It's ginormous, really. It's more than just large.
I guess it means with the Justice League.
Right? I don't know what you said, but yeah, sure.
I guess it means with the Justice League. Don't they fight like a starfish?
Oh yeah, like Starro.
Yeah.
It looks almost like a blue starfish, but it's got like fins that kind of hold it up in the air, and it's got at the ends of each star point are tentacles, and one of the tentacles, it looks like out of the tentacles it shot like this sticky, webby substance that is currently around my Layla. And how long does it move?
Didn't even buy me dinner first.
5, 10, 15. It's
Oh.
going to.
We're covering all the bases.
It's gonna visit
You
me.
got
It's
the,
going to move there, but it's
university
not going
politics, now we're getting
to
the,
swoop down. It's
space
going to.
Japanese creatures.
It's just going to hover above you guys. So its turn is done. Gregor, you are up. It's in the air.
So
it's
can't
not really
hit it
within-
with like a knife.
Yeah, it's not within melee range.
Can I try? Which one's Malayla?
The bow.
Yep, that one right
Can
there.
I try to like cut this whatever the cord that's?
Yes, you can.
Oh, thanks.
So,
It caught me off guard, but I was gonna jump over here and hide. I noticed it attacked you.
Oh,
You
thanks.
noticed the giant tentacle starfish floating in the air?
Yeah. Is that a melee attack?
yes, it is.
Um, 17.
Miss. This is some really powerful stuff.
God.
You're trying to get your knife to cut through.
Can I cut through it?
On your turn, you can attempt.
Oh yeah.
Viato, it is your turn.
Plus it with my mind.
Okay.
So it gets a will save.
All right. What is the save?
17.
17. It'll fail.
That's gonna take 10 damage.
All right. Roll your damage.
And then because it's a mind affecting ability, it forgets what happened in the last 6 seconds.
Interesting.
Good, it's gonna forget that I attacked its tentacle.
Wow, 2 1s, but 8 and 6, so it's gonna take 16 damage.
All right. Yeah, you try to establish some kind of a mental link with this creature, and you just overwhelm it with all the information you can give it. And because it's basically got the intelligence of an animal, it's not that difficult to do, and you almost hear like a "ee" come from it as it screams and writhes around a little bit in pain.
Don't starfish like brains?
Do they like brains?
Lack brains.
Oh, lack brains?
Zombie starfish. Zombie starfish tentacle beast, okay.
Yeah, maybe, but who knows.
So
Anyways.
hat.
My Layla, you're up.
Okay, can I try and cut through my?
Yep. You do have, keep in mind, you do have a -2 penalty to your roll, so
You could trick attack.
I don't think that works against
static.
an object.
Oh, it doesn't.
15.
15? That'll miss. This is some really tough stuff.
I know you established this.
It's not so much that you miss, it's just you can't cut it.
Nara, you are up as well.
I don't think.
Okay, yeah. You take out your weapon, you shoot it. 15, that will miss. Alright.
Wait. 16.
16.
No. 17.
Ooh, even closer, but Tygo's a defender. Alright,
Remembering all your stuff.
but almost. Yes,
You still
and
get a +2 on your next turn's melee attack. If you can melee. Well, you're a bird, you could melee.
alright.
You could move. You could also move. Start flying if you want.
Nara, do you want to give me a perception check?
Oh, is there a second one?
Oh god. 10.
10? Alright. Another crack rings out, and does a 14 hit your kinetic AC. I'm going to give you a +2. Okay, cool. I was going to give you a +2 cover bonus because you're behind Gregor somewhat. It,
It's Gregor instead.
yeah, it hits Gregor instead. No, it hits the ground. It hits well, actually, it goes above both of you, so it just completely misses.
And hits me. Now I'm double stuck.
Okay, so this thing is going to go again. Okay, and it's going to move. So it's really here, but Gregor, you're going to be like right there, as it is up in the air.
Can I smell it?
It's,
Does it have an odor?
can you smell it?
That's not
I mean,
Does it smell like the sea?
It smells like.
it
the
smells.
space ocean.
It smells like your doom. let's say that.
It smells like you.
It has a subtle musky odor.
All right, Gregor,
It's
you're
a
up.
bit irony.
Very, very fascinating situation we have found ourselves in, ladies and gentlemen.
How high up is it?
That is a very good question. I'm going to make a call right now and say it's about 60 feet in the air.
So I cannot jump that high.
Not even on an Act 20.
It's definitely trying to keep out of melee range for now.
60 feet?
Yep.
So I cannot shoot my fire up there either.
Can you jump 30 feet?
It's 30 feet.
Shoot what?
My fire spray.
Oh, okay.
Can you jump 30 feet in the air?
Well, it's not. I was gonna shoot my fire and then went to pull out my gun. 5, 10. How does it work when I pet? Is it 10 each time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But 20, 30. Put myself right there. I'm gonna pull out my gun.
All right. Viato, you're up.
I wish to make a stealth roll.
A stealth roll.
You're gonna try and sneak away and leave us.
Yeah, aren't you like right in, like visible? Oh, you're back there.
I'm back here.
Okay.
I wish to make a stealth roll. I got a 20, not natural.
Okay. Interesting.
And then I would move behind the tree and mind thrust it again.
All right.
So it gets another save.
I knew that was a rapey power. Throws.
It fails the save
Hey.
because the save is like a 17, I think.
Yes. How much? Where did I put my other D10?
You can borrow my D10.
Where did it? Oh, there it is. I was looking right at it, couldn't see it.
I know, right? I don't know how D10s get lost like that.
19.
19. Okay. You do it again. You do it once again.
It forgets the past 6 seconds.
It forgets the past 6 seconds. It also doesn't really know that you're there. It thinks you're still behind the pillar.
I don't know that.
Not really.
In character, I don't know that. I just like, I'm gonna be messed up.
My Layla, you are up.
You're still covered in the
I know, yeah. So it cuts my speed in half.
Is there a way to like try and
So
Wiggle
my
out.
regular speed is
Yeah,
40,
you-
so that means I can only move 20 spaces instead of 40. Or
Don't you have like high acrobatics?
Yeah, you can try and get out of it with an
Okay.
acrobatics check.
yeah, can I move first and then do that? Or
Yeah.
are they both movement speeds?
Yeah, is
Or
it
movement
like
turns.
holding her in place or is it like following
That's a really
her?
good question because it says on here that if
Well,
the bonds
here's-
are anchored, then I can't move.
Here's the thing, like, you can try and do your check first and then move, and you'll be able to move longer.
yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, either way, you'll be moving half your speed.
Well, I just want to move behind cover. I don't want to necessarily get too far.
You can still make a check.
Yeah, and either way, you should have enough movement for cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have just enough to get right here.
Okay?
So make your check and then maybe you can get behind the whole thing.
Isn't that the whole thing? Versus the monster?
Well, I guess, yes.
Alright, make your acrobatics check.
Oh god, that went far. Oh, Riv, 13.
13, you are still entangled in this, and as you go behind this extremely high wall, you're kind of taking this webbing with you, and you're doing everything you can. You're trying to just jump out of it. You're trying to put it up against the wall and I don't know, use the friction to cut it loose or something. Like you're trying everything you can and wriggle out of it, but it's not working.
How high is the wall?
I was just gonna ask that. How high is the wall compared to
Well,
the beast if I can actually attack it?
The wall, I want to say, is about 30 feet, but the bigger thing is some of them still have part of the ceiling or the floor at the tops of them.
Okay.
At least of that particular structure that Malayla is behind.
Oh.
You want to ride it?
Nara, you are up.
I mean, that is how big of a creature you would need in order to...
fly up and take out my longsword.
Okay, cool.
Exchanged.
I
You
wanna get on it and stab it.
fly up next to it with your longsword in hand.
Yes, I gave her the long sword that I was carrying. Because spider on the club.
This doesn't fall down. Okay, cool. Right there, good enough? Or
And then I'm gonna slash at it.
okay.
You get your +2 as well.
I miss.
Well, you could bet if that's really low. There's well, everyone.
Yeah,
has
everybody
first.
gets everybody forgets they get their personal Benny.
Oh, it's got an R on it. Oh.
Okay.
16.
16. Ugh, sadly, no. But on the bright
Don't you have like an ability that might help with that?
That's like one of my abilities.
Oh,
but fortunately, everybody else gets a +1 to their ranged attacks against this thing now because of one of her special
is
abilities.
it like for the whole turn or
No,
till
it's
her
not.
next turn?
As long as she's next to the creature, you get +1
Oh, really?
on all their attacks against it.
You can die, so we can kill it.
All right.
I want to see what her backstory is. I'd rather not have her not die.
Okay, so
Is this still a backstory if it's in front of you?
24 to hit. 24 to hit you,
Do come
Gregor.
full circle.
You're going to take how much damage?
Do I not get? Oh no, I guess I don't get any cover bonus from that.
9 points of damage. Yeah, you're not fully behind. You're not quite behind the cover. Do you want to give me a perception check? As another crack, another loud crack rings out, and all of a sudden Gregor has one more bullet wound than he had before.
Oh, no, just one more.
He's already got like 10.
Yeah, no big deal.
17. I erased a hole in my.
You have an actual hole in your character sheet?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy survived a level 5.
The hole means 10.
Gregor, you know that. Gregor, you thought you saw like a muzzle flash coming from the eyeball of this elf here. You figure that it might be a window of some kind and somebody's shooting at you.
Using window of opportunity.
I'm gonna yell. They've got guns.
They've got guns. All right.
That tells me so much.
Well,
Can I make a perception check based on what he just said?
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, like I mean, it's the heat of battle. I can't convey like they've got guns. You can't.
20 unnatural.
Yeah, no, you saw a muzzle flash there too.
You too see that they have guns.
Yeah.
He knows what I'm talking about. The rest of you.
I'm a little too far from the
Okay.
You're behind a wall.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there
I'm
like,
too busy with this bitch.
Like I know we can talk in the middle
My
of
gosh.
battle, but like I think it makes more role.
Oh my
sense
gosh, I
to
rolled the
say
exact same thing. What the heck?
1 in 400.
Okay. Maybe
It's good.
this
We get the bennies so that he can't use them.
maybe this will work.
But
Night
if we ever use them, he can see them.
my Layla, 19 to hit your combat maneuver
Ooh.
AC.
Right.
That's
I
8
don't know what
above
that
your
means.
kinetic.
I
It's 8 above your
Uh,
kinetic, so your kinetic
oh,
is a
really?
14, so you get +8 to that,
Okay.
but you have -2 to your current AC.
So 20.
Yeah.
Is
20
one of them.
and yeah, so you feel a sharp yank on the webbing that's
Oh,
surrounding you.
God, no.
And fortunately, you grab hold to you grab hold of a piece of a wall, and you're able to like firmly plant yourself in place. And this thing is unable to pull you towards it. On the other,
Yeah, I shit off. I'm glad that was my main focus from the beginning.
on the other hand, so an 18 to hit your kinetic AC, Nara. All right. And that one's also going to hit. It makes 2 attacks as two tentacles lash out at you.
It's gonna hug you.
Didn't even buy her dinner for.
I will bite its hand.
That's an outdated gender
You
norm.
take 17 points of damage.
Why does the guy have to buy the girl dinner? Why doesn't the guy get dinner?
Yeah, why can't the
But
girl
we're
buy
not
the guy
trying
dinner?
to rape it. It's trying to pull me in with its weird, slimy
Web stuff.
cord.
Yeah,
like
if
it.
it's a starfish, aren't starfish like hermaphrodites?
All right, Gregor, it's your turn.
I don't know what it wants with me.
It's a giant space starfish.
Could want anything.
Can I
Probably
take
just
a shot and try to like stealth behind this?
Well, you can move behind the cover, and
then my next turn would be like a stealth.
yeah, we'll say
Okay.
that.
Okay. I'm gonna try to take a shot at the. I'm gonna aim away from Nara.
Okay, yeah, make your
Good.
shot. Make your roll. And remember, you do get a +1
Whoop,
because
that's
Nara's
on
right
the
next to
table.
it.
That's a reroll.
Yep.
And I get plus the levels. Is that to the attack?
Not to
That's
the
to-
attack.
that's to
That's to
damage.
damage.
That's to damage.
That's
Okay.
You get +1 from Nara, and then whatever your ranged BAB is,
Okay,
or whatever your ranged attack is.
Natural 20.
Unnatural 20, you hit.
You have +5.
You,
Dang.
You line up a shot and crack right into this thing. One of its tentacles that was lashing out at Nara just kind of reels backwards in pain.
So roll your damage now.
What is it? D10?
D10 plus half your level, so D10 plus 2.
No, my plus the level because it's a sniper.
Oh yeah, you're right. So +4.
It's not a
It's not a
pistol. Or
It's not an operative weapon.
It's not an
Yep.
operative weapon or a pistol, so it's this full. Ooh, that's pretty good.
12.
12. All right. Viato, you're up.
I'm gonna move back here.
Okay. Can I actually see a person in the eye from here, or did I just see the muzzle flash?
You saw the muzzle flash. You couldn't really see
Okay.
the eye.
I want to
Within the
continue
eye.
being sneaky over here.
All right.
So
Roll your stealth.
It looks like Beato's just GTFO right now.
Beato's doing what Beato does.
GTFO.
17.
Okay.
Alright.
Good grief, I'm getting some low rolls today.
I should have shot You're welcome.
Alright.
Shot it.
Can I see it, see them better,
No.
or? Okay.
Matter of fact, it's almost worse because the eyes are, mostly
Alright.
looking up towards the sky.
Alright. I'll shoot my needler at that. It doesn't have a muzzle flash and it doesn't make a noise when it shoots. It's just like a pressurized air thing.
All right.
Although I will be taking a range penalty.
I was gonna say, does it distance?
Yeah.
Range increment.
Yeah, so. That's probably not going to hit. It's going to be a 13.
13, that'll miss. Even with the plus, well, I mean, it's still going to miss regardless. So, anyways, my Layla, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try really hard to get out of my webbing situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to go for my acrobatics again because that's probably a better shot than like.
All right.
Inside of your melee attack, which is
Yeah, I'll do my
-2
acrobatics.
right
So I'm
now.
gonna try and get out of there.
Just don't roll a 2 this time.
Roll a 1.
19.
19
Okay,
on the
so
die.
30.
30. You successfully wriggle your way out of this.
Do I lose my card?
Yes.
Take that. Take it.
So-
Get out of here.
So as this sort of webbing lasso thing is, gripped tightly around you, and this starfish-looking creature is trying to reel you towards them, you successfully writhe your way out of it, and it just, slithers away.
I let out a aha!
Uh-huh.
In your face, you asshole!
Whoa, I'm just a DM.
Not you, sorry. this asshole.
Oh, okay.
I just imagine it being over here.
Okay.
Because that's how I'm facing it.
That was your move action, so you can still do something.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no, wait, no, that was.
because I have to
never
take
mind.
out my weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd have to take out your weapon.
And then next turn you can pop out, shoot, pop back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's Nara's turn. She's in the bathroom.
Fell asleep in the
She's pooping.
Yeah.
She is.
All right. Power of editing.
He's a kitty. You kitty.
All right. You take your longsword. You try to lash out at it again. Anticipation.
Do I get that +2 still?
You don't.
Yeah, it's just a 1-turn bonus.
Yeah,
But
15.
your fighting style will allow
Just
you
a
to get
15? Because you should have a melee attack as well.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
19.
Yep, that'll be a 19. Congratulations! You hit this thing!
D8 plus strength plus 4.
That's
9.
oh, okay. Alright, cool. You lash out at it and you cut off one of its tentacles.
And 2 more grow from where it
Right.
No, it's a Hydra.
tentacle
No,
hydras.
Alright.
Starfish.
Yeah, but it cuts off and then the 1 makes a new starfish.
Oh.
So there's gonna be another one. Wait, make a life science check to see if you know that.
I
Interesting.
don't have life science. I
Another
did gain culture. I got hit by a coconut while we were walking through the jungle.
gained culture because you got hit by a coconut.
I remembered I knew it all along.
The biggest question,
Part of your amnesia faded away.
did it migrate?
Did what migrate?
The coconut. This is flying over everybody else's head.
I'm usually the one that makes the obscure references.
That's not an obscure reference!
Because Invader Zim is so obscure.
It's really obscure.
So anyways, Gregor, another shot rings out. Does a 15 hit your kinetic AC?
I'm behind cover.
Yep, so you get a +4 to your AC.
So probably not.
Yeah, it wouldn't hit me either way.
Alright, awesome. It hits the wall right in front of you. Next up, this thing's turn. And, okay.
They're even making a new Invader Zim movie.
Unnatural 20 to hit you, Nara. I'm going to need a fortitude save as its jaws open up and it takes a bite at you.
21.
21. You are fine. However, you're going to take 8 points.
Fine.
You're going to take 8 points of damage.
8's much better than 18.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Gregor, you're up.
I took like 16. Like,
Yeah, at least you didn't take 38.
can I reload and then try to stealth behind here?
Yes. Give me a stealth check.
You sure you don't want to go to the tree?
I don't think I can make it that far. I can make it 40.
10, 15, 25, 35, 8. That's right.
Yeah, but that would expose me to this.
Oh, you wanted to get like here then, yeah. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. It's hard to stealth when you're a large creature.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
29.
Damn. Okay.
I'm good at stealth. Even large creature.
I'm pretty good at stealth even though I'm not trained in it. I'm just really quiet.
Right. Well, anyways, Beato, you are up.
Alright. I figure one more ounce. Actually, can I 10, 25. Good. I'm gonna stealth to the head.
All right. The head is about 30 feet above you. resting on a half-buried arm.
Well, actually, hang on. From here, can I see like where the eye is, like proportional to where I'd be like here?
Not really. If you were to move over there, you wouldn't see where the eye is. Because again, the eyes are mostly, looking up.
Oh, they're looking up. Okay.
Or at least trying to. I tried to draw this thing the way it was in the book.
I get what you're saying.
Basketball or grenade?
Basket. I mean, I tell Connect projectile.
Channel your inner Kobe.
Actually.
Roll a 1 while you're at it,
wanna-
too. I want to use the stack.
Okay, so I want to stealth to here, and then psychokinetic hand a grenade
Okay.
into the eye.
Roll your to hit.
Well, I want to stealth over there first.
Okay.
That's not great.
Okay.
That's a total of 8.
Okay.
And then psychokinetic hand the grenade in. I'm not telekinetic projectiling. I'm putting the grenade in with telekinesis.
Oh, psychokinetic. Okay.
Yes, not telekinetic projectile. I'm literally going whoop, grenade.
Okay. Still give me a ranged attack roll of some sorts.
Okay. And, for reference, it is a electric grenade.
Yeah, a shock grenade.
Shock grenade. Pretty good.
Okay.
You want ranged attack? That'd be a 21.
21? Okay. You telekinetically lob a grenade in through the eye of this this structure. You hear kind of a loud inside, and yeah, that's what happens. So, Malela, you are up.
Would I be able to shoot this thing over my wall that I have with my sniper, which is 100 range?
Not really. You'd have to go out from the
Yeah,
wall.
you can just
So I can just
step
move
out
over and then
step back.
can I do that?
Can you what?
Can I do that? Can I do like a movement, shoot, and then move again?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, it doesn't
Ben,
do that.
liar.
Nope, there's a feat that allows you to do that. It's
you
called
need a
Shot
feat.
on the Run.
You need a feat in this game.
Oh, rip. Okay. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I can't do anything since I'm behind cover, so that's the messed up part.
So you also can't do
Well, it's not just that it's cover, it's a really high wall. You can't really shoot out from over it.
I know, that's okay. I guess I will, well, I have to take out my thing first before I move, so I'm gonna take out my sniper rifle,
Alright?
and then that's gonna be it. Slow on the get-go here.
Hanson, did you roll the damage on that grenade?
I did not.
Okay.
I
You might want to
probably
do
should.
that.
A 3.
Okay. So, Malela, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm pulling out my sniper rifle, and then that's it, because I can't
Oh,
attack anymore, so.
Alright, Nara, you're up.
Let's try it again.
Alright?
I miss.
You try to slash at it again, and you miss.
Want to throw a Benny at it? That's a 2. Hard to do worse.
That's a 3, actually.
Oh.
But,
Not as hard
But
to
if
do
she
worse.
does, well,
Yeah, might as well.
Alright?
I was gonna say
And she bannies it, like a gambling person at a casino.
So,
13.
13 will miss. Okay.
you tried.
I
All right.
talk her into it, Ben. It could have been life and death.
No, I don't know.
Well, she missed anyway. I was gonna say she might miss anything. It's got quite a high hit thing.
Okay, so that the starfish-looking creature is yeah. The starfish-looking creature is just going to attack Nara. A 19 on the die as a tentacle lashes out at you. And you're going to take
At least it's not a 20.
another 8 points of damage as it just goes splat on you.
Ugh. Splat. Not whack or punch or splat.
Gregor, you're up.
Could I see what was going on over here?
Do you want to give me a perception check?
14.
Out of the corner of your eye, you
Oh no, that was a 4. That's like an 11.
11. You know what? I'll go off of Viato's.
It wasn't super stealthy.
Yeah, it was like an 8. So yeah, you out of the corner of your eye, as you yourself are sneaking, you could see Viato move over to the eye and kind of telekinetically lob a grenade inside of it. And you saw like an explosion of electricity just kind of appear inside of it, I guess.
I'm thinking, I bet Viato's got this handled. And I look over here and I see Nara.
I'm calling it now. Inside's gonna be a pack of like 30 goblins strapped to the teeth of grenades.
Are all splattered along the walls.
They're all Bimmy and Jimmy's second and third cousins. Limmy, Grimmy, Fimmy, Jimmy 2. I don't know.
Ginny.
Can I take a shot and then move over here?
Yes, you can.
You get +1.
16.
16. You miss. And then you move over to the thing.
A giant starfish floating in the air.
I can't even hit it memory from it. So.
Well, you're dodging tentacles and teeth, but
All right.
has no excuse.
Viato, you're up.
Okay, how high up is the eye that he was looking out at?
I want to say about 40 feet.
That's not gonna work. I can't teleport that far. I was thinking of just like teleporting up to the eye. I can't go 40 feet. Not yet, at least.
Right.
Is there like a path along the structure up to the eye?
From the outside, no.
Okay.
None that you there's nothing that you can see on the outside of this structure that will allow you to move over to that area.
Okay. Well, in that case, guess I'll shoot the big beastie again.
All right. You shoot at the big beastie.
18.
18, and it bounces off of one of the tentacles. The dart just gets knocked away and slams hard down on the ground. My Layla, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna move out from behind cover,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot it with my sniper rifle.
All right.
I'm gonna miss.
What was it?
It was a 5.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like,
All right.
really gonna miss.
Nara, you're up.
21.
21, you hit. You lash out with your sword once again, and you think your sword connects near the jaw area of this creature.
6. Do I get the +5 from that?
Your level plus extreme.
Yeah. So
9. All right. All right. It's going to. This time, it's one of its tentacles moves behind it, and it tries to shoot Viato with one of the things, one of the webs. That is going to be a oh geez, 31 on your kinetic AC.
How come he always gets his like the worst things? Oh, is it lethal or non-lethal?
It's non-lethal. You do take damage. It's non-lethal, bludgeoning damage. You take 11 points of non-lethal bludgeoning damage, and yeah, actually it was more of a 29. I forgot to say that it was multi-attacking, or that it was full attacking. That being
16.
That being said,
29.
yeah. That being said, a 23 to hit your kinetic AC, my Layla,
Oh.
as it lassos you again.
Oh, come on! God damn it!
And you are also entangled. Now, that also being said, it just tried to do a ranged attack. It tried to do 2 ranged attacks in melee. So, Nara, you get 2 attacks of opportunity against this thing.
Sweet. Can I slash at it twice?
Yes, that is exactly what it means.
Do I get any bonuses from that?
Your normal
Yeah.
bonuses.
Yeah, your normal bonuses apply.
18.
18, that'll miss.
Yeah, I miss again.
Alright. Okay, Gregor, you're up.
So me and Viato are both entangled. It got me again.
More non-lethal.
This is less fun than my plant
moderator
Plant baby.
stuff.
God damn it.
The worst type of creature is one that's incredibly tough and just death by 1,000.
Can
cuts.
I reload
how much
and
damage?
Reloading is a movement action, so you can. You can reload.
could I also use a standard action as a reload, or does
Yeah.
does it have to be a movement?
Well, your standard action can be.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, my standard action.
So you can move and reload, or you can reload and attack.
Damn semantics.
Can you pass this over to?
Can I reload and take a shot? I know I'm behind. Like, can I take a
Yep.
shot at this?
You can take a shot at it from where you are.
I know it'll
Yeah.
get like cover bonus.
Mackie, I wasn't paying attention. How much damage did I take?
Oh yeah.
9 or something? Or no?
I actually didn't roll for you.
Oh, you didn't?
So,
Okay, that's why I was like, how much did I take?
It's probably
10.
less.
10 points
Okay.
of non-lethal damage.
I missed.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
It's not
Okay.
lethal. Keep track of your non-lethal.
I know.
Viato, you're up.
I'm up. I'm gonna. So
You
I
are-
can either try and cut this thing, or I can try and like acrobatics my way out.
Oh, that's the theory.
Do you have what it takes? You're kind of stuck.
The auto doesn't have a lot of what it takes.
I can.
You have what it takes.
You can try.
I'm gonna use telekinetic projectile and throw a dart at it. Okay.
Can you telekinetic projectile yourself out of the
It's not
the
how that
webbing?
works.
I don't
It's not how
know.
that works.
Where the shot?
If there's something over there, I can telekinetic projectile it at me. But if it's here, I can't go.
Can he get a sharp rock? Projectile it
Oh
at
my
himself?
gosh.
Yeah. Use
Ends
the
up
telekinetic
stabbing
projectile
himself.
to throw a dart at it.
To throw a dart at it. Okay. Yeah, roll your ranged attack. It will get an AOO on you because you're. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That'd be weird if a stationary object could do that.
I'm gonna say it. This one's gonna have some sedative in it.
Sedative.
Okay. You take one with sedative in it.
Oh. Maybe it's Oh, I get -2 to attack rolls, don't I?
Yep.
It's probably not gonna hit. gonna be a 15 on that. Do I want to? I'd have to get like a 15 for it to hit. Nah, I'll let it go.
All right, you miss.
Yep.
But you Well, this is interesting. You feel a telepathic presence in your mind. It's very basic, almost like Neolithic. If that's the right word I'm looking for. But it's in a language that you don't understand. It's the
Can I make some kind of check to get like is it afraid? Is it hostile?
some kind of a check.
Like a general like emotional sense of what it's trying to portray?
Give me a wisdom check.
Yeah.
Just straight wisdom.
+2!
8. 8. You have no idea who is you have no idea who is sending you this message or what it wants or any kind of. You can't tell the emotion.
My head is my own.
Actually, do you have a sense motive bonus? Add that to the roll instead. Forgot that skill existed.
I do. That'll make it a 13 instead.
13. You get the base idea that this thing, that the emotion that is being conveyed to you is fear.
I'm scared at you, big bully.
Alright. So I'm just going to ask, does anybody at the table speak Castrovelian? Or Lashunta?
I do speak Lashunta.
Okay. Yes. So, my Layla, when it's your turn, you kind of, actually both you and Viato kind of feel your bonds dropping, and you hear the words, I leave, don't kill.
Okay. I don't know if it's my turn.
Okay, so you're not doing anything?
Oh, hang on.
Or
Who's next in initiative?
she is.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
Oh, okay. So the bonds are gone?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we give these back?
I have no idea what it's trying to say. I just sense fear.
I don't even know. Do I see that it's like let you go?
Yeah, you can easily
Okay.
see that.
So they can see that. Okay. I want to tell everyone not to kill it. I feel bad.
You can shout. Don't get. We also have comms.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Alright, now just
Can I
let
go over
me
comm?
take out my comm and, get
Oh, yeah, that's
dial everybody.
I thought
up.
it was like a headset.
Let me just dial
Yeah,
everybody up.
it's like a phone.
Yeah.
You can get it as a headset?
I assume so.
I would assume.
What do I have?
Okay, I said don't. I shout at everyone I can not to harm it.
Okay.
I'm assuming perception.
Am I paying attention?
Yeah.
You guys don't need to make rolls.
I don't know.
You,
Okay, good.
yeah, you don't need to make rolls. You don't want to. We can just say that you hear it.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So that being said, Nara, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna drop. I'm gonna stop attacking it.
Okay.
Okay, if I'm not supposed to attack it,
Okay.
then I retreat to the ground.
Okay. Alright. Let me just make a roll here.
No.
It's gonna poop.
Okay.
It poops in bear.
It's like a Star Destroyer. Before it leaves, it always ejects its trash.
It's going to reenact its
I'll
camouflage.
just leave her there.
Yeah. It's going to reenact its camouflage, and it's going to fly away.
On a side note, it's like cheese, like bacteria poop, or what is it?
Well, I know my grandpa used to think that honey was bee
Glorified cell poop.
poop.
Yeah, but isn't that what cheese is?
Everything is a form of poop to something else.
That's right.
Nobody has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Okay. Moral of the story, play divinity. Alright, so yeah.
I'm starting a new philosophy.
Pacifism?
No, poop.
This thing is gone. What are you guys doing?
I vote for regrouping.
I'm gonna go over here and examine the eyes to see if there is.
There was definitely somebody in there.
Can I like peer in and
And
see?
they were
anything?
lethal because they were shooting.
Well, I mean, the eyes are pretty far
More
up.
than
feet up.
intended.
Yeah.
I can climb.
Okay.
I
you
can
need athletics
Take
check.
me
I don't know,
with
can you?
you. Take me with you.
Nat
Carry
20.
him on his
Nat 20?
back.
I am on his back. I said take me with you.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20, you and Viato both climb up to the eye. It's actually too small for the both of you to fit in.
But like can peer in. And
Yeah.
I've
You look inside.
I've
Give me a
dark
perception
vision.
check.
It's Biggie and Jimmy.
Jeez, what the heck is up with my rolls today?
12. You might want to peer in.
Can we both peer in at the same time?
There's two eyes.
Both of you can
There's
roll,
two.
and then depending on your result, you can add a +2 to the other person's
yeah.
roll.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. I got a 15.
A 15.
Okay,
Yeah, you can
17,
add
so
15
17.
or 15. You can add 2 to his roll. All right, so 17. Yeah, you. It's very difficult to see inside of this thing. You see like, weird swirls of like color and almost as if there's like several nebulas in space itself inside of this eye, or at least inside of the chamber that is inside of this eye.
I wish
Look.
we detect magic.
It's kind of dark.
All right, I'm gonna say that you detect some form of magic, but you've never really seen anything like this before.
All magic spells, effects, items, and objects, including those on or affecting creatures you can see, as well as hybrid items in the area. You can't detect magical traps. Each round you concentrate on the same area. You can determine if a magic source is from a spell, magic item, or other effect. You can't determine if there are magic sources in areas you can't see, if there was a magic source in the area at one time, but that has since expired. Basically, I can just see.
I mean, basically, like, what I just described to you is a huge, massive, like, magical aura. So basically, the eyes to you right now look like, I don't know, if Detect Magic highlights everything in pink, you just see, like, 2 pink blobs just, like, coming out of the eyes. Or in the eyes, or something. There's a lot of magic in there.
You think we can get in there? Like, I don't think we can fit in through the eye, but you think there's like a door or something?
Can I fit in through the eye?
No. Nope, it is. You can't even
She's
get your
a
head
small
inside.
one.
I'm a yeah, I'd have
Do
to
we
run
think,
all the way
you think
over.
we could fit her in?
I am? Okay, good point.
I point. You don't know what I'm saying.
No, I know.
I don't think so.
Sorry.
This is like a 1 foot gap.
Mm.
I don't think she's that small.
Small things all look small to me. If only Gibbers was here.
I'm gonna say no. I know you're in there, and I'm coming for you.
Ouch. Prevent me.
Okay, you say it.
I say that in the eye.
Okay.
Into the eye.
It kind of your voice echoes a bit.
Wait, isn't there intimidation? Yeah,
There
there's
is.
an
That is,
intimidate.
that is what I am trying to do.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Roll your
See,
intimidation.
I got it. Oh, okay, he's not intimidating at all.
Do you think
It sounds sexual.
Well, I mean, that's still a 14.
I'm coming in there.
It's still a 14.
Okay.
It's still 14.
It's not as sexual.
Or is it? It's more sexual.
I
I
say
don't know. Would that be even more scary? Or
I say we've killed the starfish. Let us in.
Ooh. He's bluffing too.
Yeah, like and that would either be. I don't know if I want that to be intimidating or if I want that to be.
That would be a bluff. I get that.
Bluff.
That would-
Bluff.
Yeah.
Is there any way that he could roll for both?
not really. It would have to be one or the
I
other.
could choose,
So I don't know. I don't know how this works. It sounds like intimidation, but also a bluff.
Okay, 11.
Not very good. Just,
You guys are bad.
11.
Sorry.
Your words fall on deaf ears,
I think
or at
they're
least
gone.
your words fall on no ears.
there's some
Do you have
way
a grenade?
I saw you throw a grenade in there.
that grenade went.
Friends more. I thought you were supposed to
Unless
be
they
the
swallow
scary
it.
death
Well,
one.
while you examine up here, I'm going to crawl along and see if I can find
People
some
don't
sort
see
of
how that's
entrance and maybe
That's
determine what
What gender it is?
this statue is.
Choice you are.
He's still on about it.
What are you two doing while this is going on?
I would like to.
I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of wander over. If I'm like right
Yeah.
here, would that be kind of covered from wherever the eye is? Figure like right by the time.
If you're like right next to it, I'll say yeah.
Okay.
Can I go with her?
Yeah, sure.
I'll just hide here on the under boob. If it has boobs.
Mostly
Gregor, I need you to figure out what it is.
mostly the wall that you're at is just ropes.
Its gender is David Bowie.
Yes.
It's 2018. Well, wait, what year is it? Starfinder.
Like 317 or
It's
something.
317. We can't gender assume anymore.
Okay, well anyways.
I'm not trying to determine its gender. I want to determine its biological sex. It will have external sex characteristics.
Gregor, you said you were going to go somewhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for a door, but I'm gonna check down here and see if there's a door and maybe if I can, like, it's got any.
Okay, where are you exactly? Are you on top of the structure? Are you like, at the base of the structure, kind of walking around it?
I guess I will be on base near the feet.
Okay. Yeah. In between the feet, you see an archway that leads inside of the structure.
Hey guys, this is definitely a girl. It's got an archway.
So I am at the underboob.
I found the vagina.
No pillars. It's a real low-hanging vagina. Just saying.
I don't know about
How many
elf
kids
anatomy.
Melilla, chop chop.
She's only half elf. That's also.
I mean, in 700 years, you can get a lot done. A lot happens, I'm assuming.
I guess every part of you starts to hang after a while.
The longer you're alive, the lower it all gets.
I don't want to even tell you where my testicles are. 'Cause I don't know.
So I don't want to understand.
Wait, doesn't that mean he's a she?
No, I am a male. there was a male, female. I think my
Are you sure you-
species is sexually dimorphic. I think the females are different right there.
Hey, Gregor, roll your culture.
Well, I don't know much about.
Are we all just having this
I don't know
conversation
much
over
about
comms right now?
the Han.
Oh, this is just...
I assume you guys are just
Nat
yelling at
20.
Nat 20?
Oh god, okay.
I guess I know more about the Han than I.
I mean, you still don't know how they work biologically, but you can assume Hans have, like, a male and female thing going on. I mean, you've tried studying it at some point.
I've studied
After
That's how he became a Han. He was
Yeah.
a human that got too kinky with a female bug.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
I guess people did call me Han a lot, and I said to look what Han is.
But he didn't try to go Han Solo.
I don't-
That was an attempted joke. Okay.
Apparently
So-
I'm gonna go clubbing on a Wednesday night. That'll be fun.
I'm sorry.
So, Beato, you are standing on top of this head.
Yep, just chilling here.
Okay. The rest of you are just standing there near the structure.
The under boob. Okay, we've
Structure.
established this.
I found the entrance.
You know, I'm the DM. I can just wiggle my fingers, and this thing is just a giant turd.
Boom, it is now a turd.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I found the back door.
And Gregor, you think you found a way inside.
Yes.
One
one
way
way.
or another. You found a way.
I'm pretty sure this is female because I found the door down here. You know what I mean.
Sorry.
I am not gonna crawl up there alone though. Somebody's. Hey,
I mean, you have a wife, right? It would be a little unethical here.
I don't have a wife.
Wait, I think this.
I'm going somewhere.
Oh, it's you?
He's the one that's been picking up prostitutes.
Yeah, that's right. Beato knows all about crawling into dark holes.
Beato, can you get down here, or do I have to carry you?
I am currently standing 40 feet above the ground.
Yes, I
You've
hope
seen my
so.
climbing skills. They are subpar at best.
I am gonna go get Beato.
Oh my god.
Make me a climbing check.
Climbing. 27.
27. You both make it down safely.
No, I was gonna slow fall with him.
Oh, slow fall with him. Okay. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna hold him in my arms and slow fall.
you grab him and then you both slow fall with him in your arms and like all of a sudden like you hear off in the distance gibberish Stargazer singing, "I just died in your arms tonight."
Like I can use the slow fall as much as I want, right? Good. It's a fire spray. I got it. Do you want to go up up into this statue, or do you think we should like maybe take a 10-minute break? Like, I think we should like hang out here so we're like out of view if anybody like sneaks up on us, and if anybody comes out, maybe take like a 10-minute break.
I mean, I can watch over camp. I did get there once.
But not out here. Maybe.
I got wet. It's kind of nasty, but yeah.
So we're taking a break right by the feet, and I'm watching.
Right by the feet. All right.
It's
But we have
already-
not been defeated.
So 10 minutes passed.
Is
Well,
it 10 or is 15? Like I never.
Yeah, 10 for a short rest. 10 minutes pass.
So you can spend a resolve point and get your stamina back if you want.
Okay.
And I get my
Yeah, I'll
fire spray back. I wasn't sure if I had it or not since the last time.
I mean, since you leveled up before the session, I'll say you get everything back.
Well, either way. I
But yeah, 10 minutes go by. It's rarely, it's pretty uneventful. And when that 10 minutes is up, Here you are.
Did anyone get injured? You got actually injured? Yeah, get on your.
Nah, not beyond my points. There's not.
So if you did, I was gonna.
Give you a bit of advantages, I think.
Now, who wants to take the lead into the?
Well, I know there's a.
Who's better at stealth?
I probably am. That's at like
you
14,
know.
I think.
I am the best one here at stealth.
Excuse you,
Are
sir?
Yes, I am the best at stealth. You saw me sneak up to that eye and throw the grenade in there. That guy didn't see what came.
Can I do a sense motive on this? Because this is bullshit.
I mean, it depends. Maybe his character actually believes that he's the best at stealth.
I don't.
every
I'm too
time-
cocky to believe that.
Well, here's the thing. Every time I have stealthed really well.
Yeah, I saw you stealth up there, and Viata. Well, you're our doctor.
He can't go first. He can't go first.
Yes,
so I'm voted and
Yes.
I do know there's.
You
a
have to
sentient
prove
creature.
you're worthy of being part of.
Oh, this is the trial by fire. I love the team.
Trial by fire.
Team G.
It's
Oh, God, okay.
it's Sunrise Maiden crew hazing.
Okay. I guess I'll go first. I volunteer as tribute, sure.
Yes.
Not like I wasn't pushed.
Go Team G.
Okay, I'm gonna stealth my way
G
in.
for Greg.
All right, give me a stealth check.
You voted me leader.
It's gonna
This is what
be
you get.
No one
33.
voted you leader. You
Alright.
just said you were leader.
And no one objected.
So you
I objected pretty hard. Lack of consent is not consent.
I don't know. Who
Sneak
watched
your way inside?
The movie where the girl was getting married and they're like, if you don't say anything, then I'll just
it's not that far inside.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So
Too far.
So you end up inside of a room where corroded pipes hang down from the ceiling above a broad basin in the center of this room. The stone walls are slick with moisture and bear carvings of tattooed elves in states of undress as they wash themselves. The domed ceiling depicts hundreds of stars connected to form scores of constellations.
Does she find it arousing?
She is happy.
Roll for arousal. I don't think there's one actually.
No, there's nothing for that. That'd be an RP.
Seduce my way through the inside of this elf.
That'd be a weird thing to roll for.
I'm just seducing after you're inside.
I do make random rolls for things like that.
Yeah, if you're not really sure how your character would react,
Oh,
if
should I
you're
be down
just
here?
trying to feel it out.
Yep.
Just
More or
rolling
less.
for it is a good way to help you feel it out.
Like I remember when my one character had the intestinal distress, and I would roll to see if he had like an accident.
So right now you're in the middle of a room, and as I stated before, well, now you're in the water. There's water on the floor. There's kind
Like
of
a pool or a puddle?
like a pool.
I want to go swimming.
Okay, you go swimming in the water.
Actually, that's probably not safe. I'm gonna change my mind.
Nope, we're gonna say you did
Oh
it.
no, okay.
You swim in the water.
Should I take a survival check?
Nope, you just swim. You just swim.
Oh, so it's not poisonous water, or
It's also
not
very
water.
no. It's water. It's not poisonous. It's very shallow.
Oh, okay.
You go in. You kind of dunk yourself a bit. That's it.
I was hoping it was
Like
deep
a duck.
because I can breathe underwater.
But yeah, you don't see like any kind of danger. You just see like all the carvings in the walls and the ceiling. You see kind of the pipes just dripping water into the pool, and
Well, I stealthed my way in, so wouldn't I be hiding?
well, I mean, if you like crashed into the water, probably not.
No, I slid in.
Oh, okay,
All stealthy like.
sure.
I didn't just jump in like whee.
I'm sneaking.
That would be if I rolled a 2. Okay, come on.
Splash, it's a sneaky path. Splish splash, I was caught in a trap.
Oh, God. Okay.
Wait, the elf's a trap.
It could be.
Oh, ha ha. Alright.
It's a
Oh, the slur against the transgender.
Oh my gosh.
No. It's not quite what that means.
Anyways.
Whatever.
Yeah,
So-
that's
can
one
I
of
do
the
a
meanings.
perception
Like,
check to see
a lot
if
of
it's
people
safe
Not
say.
that meaning
to
I meant.
proceed for the rest of them to like tell everybody that it's okay to be in this room?
You don't need a perception check. You pretty much know this room
That's
is clear.
Oh, okay.
What was the meaning you meant?
Can I yell, hey guys, it's cool.
I mean, yeah, you
Come
can.
on, bro.
Yeah.
Okay guys, it's cool, come on in. The water's fine.
What?
You got a gangsta elf.
Okay.
What?
Sure.
Half elf. Excuse you.
Elves all like the same.
My father was a human.
He's racist against animals.
Damn, Beato.
When you live as long as I have, everything looks the same.
That's why I see you with so many
Sack of
different kinds of
has a soul
species of
inside
women.
What?
That's why I see him with so many different species of women. They all look the same.
They all look like his wife.
So you all hear my
I don't know.
You don't know that.
I don't know anything about you.
So you all hear from
Yeah,
inside the
you realize
structure
what
my
else
Layla
it is.
yelling out, "Hey guys, it's safe in here."
I'll follow her.
Yay! Party in my
How much room is
Cool.
there?
Birds of a
There's
feather.
enough room for all of you.
Oh yeah, can we all fit in the room?
Oh, you can fit.
I make the room feel kind of cramped.
Gregor raises the level of the water to satisfy us enough for an actual swim.
I mean, it actually depends if any of you guys are actually getting into the water.
Oh, we're all getting in the water?
I'm not.
Oh, okay, she's not. Beato, come join us.
That just
Oh
looks
wait,
like a
Gregor's
puddle to
in
me.
the water. Raise the level. I want a hot tub situation. Throw like a fireball in there.
I have fire breath. I could make it a hot tub, but
That seems like a very dangerous
Yes.
thing to do, and we don't know what's beyond that door.
also I think I might boil you alive.
Oh, wait, okay.
It's
I don't think I have any
Um,
fire resistance.
so. Is there anything interesting about this
Jump
room,
in and know you're
Dr.
full.
Viato?
What do
That's a dumb idea.
I see?
But
It's
You want me to
fine.
roll?
What do I want you to roll? Well, I mean, first thing, you see like carvings of tattooed elves washing themselves. You also see what looks like etchings of hundreds of stars connected, forming constellations.
Ooh, do I recognize any of the constellations?
Do you want to give me a culture check?
Oh, that would be culture. That wouldn't be like my piloting. Or,
Well, no, that would be culture.
I want to do a culture check too.
or science. That might be also.
I
Beato,
recognize
you
this.
can make me either a mysticism, culture, or physical science check, whichever you prefer.
Third.
I did a culture check for 24.
24. And Gregor?
13.
13. Gregor,
Can I boost her culture?
Yeah.
you can boost her culture.
Could I just make something up? Like
On that one.
On which roll?
Mysticism?
Mysticism,
Just get a card.
yeah, you think
It
that
isn't that one, by the way.
you
Is
think
that pull from the deck?
Yeah.
no, that's only in combat.
That's weird.
What you determine from the etchings,
From my highly educated brain.
yeah, you determine that there is some sort of demonic ritual going on. That these elves may have been drow. My Layla,
This room.
on the
Those
other
are normal elves, those are drow elves.
on
This is
the
some sort of
This is why he's the
demonic
doctor.
ritual.
on the other side of the
There's evil
spectrum.
going on here.
I know exactly what it means.
So what you see is basically you discern some sort of cultural ritual significance, that this room is meant for some kind of purification of the lusts of the flesh, of the desires of the material, before proceeding into the rest of the structure. because only those who are set apart from reality may be able to enter the rest of the structure and become enlightened.
You're telling me I was supposed to take a bath?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, here we go! I was right the whole time!
So wait, what did you learn?
We're supposed to purify ourselves in this water before we can
Are you
enter
sure
the
these
rest of
aren't
it.
drow?
I'm 100% sure,
These are
and I will.
definitely
No,
drow.
they're
I don't
not.
know.
You-
What if the answer lies somewhere in the middle, that they're drow and we're supposed to take a bath?
How about we just take a bath?
You guys can take your bath.
Okay, it's water. Are you afraid of water?
He's dead. Like, he's
I
probably
might start
dirty.
melting.
Not quite what I'm afraid of, but yes.
I bet you're afraid of it.
My Layla, I'm also going to give you this because I think you specifically tried to examine the constellations.
My bath was wonderful.
But these constellations, are known to modern scholars. It's almost impossible that anybody from the ancient times would know of these constellations. So it's kind of mysterious that these ancient elves would know of these constellations all the way back before anybody else.
That's suspicious.
So while they're taking their bath, and they're focusing on cleaning themselves,
Okay.
Cleansing.
I'm going to be up against the wall, and I want to use ghost sound to make it sound like there's some demonic chanting starting.
Okay.
Can you?
All the people who are in the water, give me or make me your save. Or
If you will.
okay. Save.
4, 13,
16.
9.
All fail.
All right.
Oh.
You all start hearing some sort of a chant come from the water, like ooh ah ba unda.
I would imagine it being a little more demonic than that. But
I don't know. That's the best I got.
Why are you trying to scare? Do we know that it's him?
No, you don't. That was the point of the save.
Wait, hold on. Can he do that to me since I'm half
You
elf?
get your bonus.
Yeah, you do get a +2 bonus
Oh.
to it.
I didn't know that. Well, it still wouldn't have worked. So I think that would have been like an 11 then.
Okay, I think we should get out of the water after we're done bathing, but I think you might be right with the drow. But you seem to know about the culture. Like, you're like the anthropologist of our group.
Well, she is related to
Half
Daniel
elf.
Jackson.
I appreciate the reference.
Stargazer.
I appreciate the reference so much.
It's just
I'm actually surprised that you kept the name of the YouTube video because I don't want you to get copyrighted for it.
I don't
But
think
I
I get
didn't
copyright
describe
for the name.
I didn't describe him
I was gonna
as his
say,
character.
You would-
If I like
Yeah.
actually use the character, then probably
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just-
use the
There
name.
would be parody or
Yeah, it's-
transformative.
It's more parody.
Now, if I was using Ronald McDonald, that's different.
Yeah, like if you were just like in a negative light, you were defaming McDonald's or profiting off like, oh, well, our characters are like a hamburglar, let's go to McDonald's land.
Well, no, like if I guess what I'm trying to say is like if I was like the actual Daniel Jackson from Stargate existed as my Layla's actual father, then there'd probably be a
Is that the show or the movie?
Both.
Yes.
Yeah, they're both part of the same
There's a few
canon.
movies.
I saw the movie, not the show.
That movie was good.
I
The movie
couldn't,
takes place before,
Before the show.
I couldn't get
Yeah.
into the show. It was so cheesy. I tried.
Oh, but it
watching
was so great
it was
because
so
of it.
good. It's my
People
favorite
write
show.
for it, but I've never seen it.
When they
It's on Hulu.
when they tried to not be cheesy when they went into Stargate Universe, that was when it started to fail.
Yeah.
Like it's like I can deal with the cheesy, but like I guess I didn't grow up with the show. Like I used to watch like Sliders and all the other cheesy sci-fi of the time, but like I didn't grow up with it. So now it's just like
Rewatch it even to this day, and actually, it's got pretty good effects for its time. So
What is it?
it's like 1997.
Demonic water.
Demonic water.
I I didn't know. The water's not demonic. It's the drow.
Do you not hear that chanting?
I hear the chanting, but I don't believe it's the water. I think it's.
I'm telling you, this water's demonic. It is not clean water. This room is bad.
Because you're here. Get out.
Because you're here.
The truth is always
There are
somewhere in the
women here.
middle.
We are bathing.
It's nothing.
Were
I've
you
never seen
naked?
before.
No.
Wait, were you bathing?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's not naked.
But I said that we have to cleanse ourselves.
stands.
I
Let's
wasn't
take the culture
naked.
one step further.
Were you naked?
No, I wasn't naked.
Surprise.
I wouldn't just take my armor off unless seemingly combative.
I think these halls are
With a
haunted
group
with
of
drow.
With a group I don't know well.
Could it be possible we were being shot at by ghost drow? Like you're the
That can use a gun.
you're the undead. Like how do undead work?
How do
Not
undead
like
work?
that.
Not like that. And really thought we got
Well, all of us are bathed except Viato. Viato's gonna be like the sacrifice of the drow
That's fair.
or something.
I'm already pure.
It's unclean.
No, I'm very pure inside.
That's a lie. I know how many prostitutes' blood you have running through you. Oh my god.
What?
That
What
is
is
something
this?
you don't know. First off,
You
that's
don't know
something
that.
You don't know that.
You got really defensive.
She said, like, she saw part of you do it once. She
Once she
She's
doesn't
done it.
know that I sneak off.
There's my blood running through him.
Oh.
Wait,
What is this?
What? I'm
You have hooker blood?
Gibbers
Is
took him
this-
to a dark place.
Did you get a blood transfusion?
No.
Are you sick?
Maybe.
Do you like?
Maybe.
It's the Chamber of
Do I?
Secrets.
Do you need to be using gloves when you inspect me?
No, nothing you have will affect me.
I'm worried about you infecting me.
Look, I didn't get my medical license.
I
for
have
nothing.
used the toilet after you, and there was no
Probably not a
tissue,
good idea.
tissue on the seats.
First of all, why are you leaving tissue on the seat when you go to the bathroom, buddy?
Because there should have been. Because I might have caught a disease after you used the toilet after him.
Do you want me to
Always a danger.
alleviate you?
He says as he touches you.
With his bare
I
hands.
make a little girly scream.
Skitter backwards.
Detect affliction. Does he have anything?
Yes.
Nope.
He is void death.
You're clean.
He's void death.
I'm worried there. I don't like the
My
dark.
doctor powers tell me you're clean.
That's what sort of deity is sort of, you know.
Little did
Well,
everybody
you all
know.
took baths in that water and he's clean, so you two are probably fine.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good.
Unless it's a sexist joke.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done cleansing now.
I am getting out of this room. You.
I'm a little spooked with the demonic voices, but I want to stand by what
Is
I
it okay
what
for
I
me to go
think.
ahead? Because I'm getting out of here. I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies.
Okay, you can go first.
And I'm gonna go on ahead. I'm not gonna sneak. I'm just.
Alright. You see, like, a narrow corridor with some stairs ahead of you. And, let's...
Actually, I would have out my my knife because I'd be scared. Got
Yep.
a clutched like. I hope I don't trip and fall.
not all just apples. For extra measure.
Funky looking stomach.
Yeah, so you see like rib bones. No, I'm kidding. That'd be weird.
I was gonna say that looked like ribs.
But anyways, the walls in you enter into a room, and the walls in this long gallery depict elves using needles to tattoo one another with constellations, geometric designs, and strange runic patterns. Rows of tall stone benches line either side of the hall. Carved along the ceiling are 12 stylized elven figures, heavily tattooed, adorned in different ways, and marked with starbursts on their foreheads. Also, I need you to make me a perception check.
It's their first one in the room.
Yeah, and I was just about to start being more cautious too. Unnatural 20.
Okay, roll off. Actually, no, Tygo's Defender. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, you see two random dudes
Two random.
at the end of this hallway. Both of them are Lashunta. I'll just use these minis. And it looks like they were lying in wait for ambush, so I'm going to need initiative checks.
She's back.
Oh, jeez. 17. I don't know if that counts as
Unnatural 20.
Gotta look up stuff.
an initiative check, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you get +4 today.
+4. 15.
Alright, so 20 to 25.
20.
Alright.
Oh wait, the nat 20 doesn't matter.
No.
So 15 to 20.
17.
17.
Oh, 15.
Alright. And what did you get, Beato?
2.
Ah! Oh no!
Ouch!
I'm assuming we're all kind of funneled in this room at this point.
I don't think so. I think we're
Nope.
how it was because he was going ahead first.
He went ahead first, and you guys are still...
Like in the corridor?
Yeah, you'd be in the corridor. We're where we were.
Okay.
Alright. So, that being said, Gregor, you are up. And these lines here, they represent the stone benches, as I mentioned before. So,
Don't quite work for cover for you though.
well, I mean, if he crouches, maybe.
I am not alone, but we mean you no harm.
Alright.
Okay, they drop their weapons, they put out their hands for a hug, and, nope, one tries to shoot at you.
I don't even get to roll diplomacy.
I'm assuming they're more.
Do you want to give me a perception check?
It's 22.
Yeah, you notice the all too, well, maybe not all too familiar, but you do notice the familiar mark of the Cult of the Devourer on their foreheads.
God damn it.
So,
Got Devourers in here.
yeah, 21 to hit your kinetic AC.
Got me.
Alright,
What, like the space beast?
you are going to take
That's all I can say in like I can't have a conversation.
2 points of piercing damage.
Powers
As
are
one-
actually,
As one levels a shotgun and blasts you in the face.
Oh,
A shotgun.
you meant that.
How much damage?
2.
So,
From a shotgun.
Did Viato's lover come back from the dead?
No, it's just the same mini.
That one? Oh.
Alright, so Nara, you're up.
But she had a
so how many
shotgun
people
too.
does that make you think that Beato is back?
A lot.
Because Beato has had no sexual relations with anybody. Except
even
his
his
wife.
I was gonna say, not even your wife. What kind of
Nara,
marriage?
you're up. You hear a shotgun blast
Maybe
from
they're
the other
aces.
room.
Well, there's not much I can do. Is there, like, how high are the ceilings?
Skip past me.
You can't really fly over anybody. It's the ceiling's too low for that, and you're also trying to go up some stairs.
Am I blocking everybody?
You are. So
Wouldn't I
guess
be
I'm-
like right here?
I'm just gonna, like,
If you decided to move there, yeah.
If I decided to
You're
move, or I'm like stuck in the passage.
I mean, for the sake of combat, we'll say you're here and that Layla's there.
well, I guess I'll just take out my laser, like, my artillery laser, and then that's.
All right.
Can't
really
you fly
move.
over us?
No.
No, she's in
No,
a.
we're
It's like
My
trying to
Layla-
fly in a quarter that like outside.
My Layla, you are up.
can I
Push
switch
your
past
wings
Gregor
against the wall.
Yes. Where do you want to go?
to the right of him?
Okay, yeah, you can easily get over there.
You might want to move more so that you
I don't know how big this corridor though is. That's the thing. It's kind of
yeah,
small.
that's tight combat.
Well, you could just climb over that bench, sort of. I'd give you like an athletics or acrobatics check to try and like vault over it.
Okay. I'm also gonna say that I have my weapon already drawn when I heard that he was in combat.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's gonna be my pistol because like a rifle's not gonna do much here. I mean,
You said these are Lashunta?
Yep.
I'm gonna think they're Drow because I don't know the difference.
Hello, Herquin.
wait.
Wait,
So
no,
we
that's
can
wrong.
actually
No,
do a trick attack even though we move.
Doing nothing. It's a trial.
I'm gonna move one more.
All right. Do you want to
Um,
give me an acrobatics check?
Yeah. Okay. I was like super excited. Is that a 6 or a 9? Oh, it's a 9. Acrobatics. 20. Unnatural.
20. You vault over one stone bench behind another one.
Can I? So how does a trick attack work then? If we still move, because
Well,
we were doing it wrong apparently before.
yeah. Basically, the movement is part of the trick attack action. So yeah, it's still like moving, and then you roll your trick attack, and then
Okay.
you attack.
Can I do a trick attack with my pistol? Or I'm gonna do a trick attack with my pistol.
But basically, what it means is at the start of the round, before you do anything, you have to announce that you're doing a trick attack.
Oh, never mind. Can't do that then. I'll just do a regular attack then.
All right.
I didn't know the logistics.
Yeah, that's
Because a trick attack is a full round action, but
Okay.
it includes movement in it.
yep.
Okay.
It's a little weird.
I'll do a regular attack.
Rules.
Yeah.
Rules heavy
Um,
games.
With my arc pistol. Yeah. I guess.
That's gonna be a miss.
How much?
Well,
It was a 2 on the die.
it was a
Yeah.
2 and then I have a 5, so 7.
Okay. Yeah. You hit the stone bench that's right across from you as the cultist dives for cover behind it. All right. That same cultist is going to throw a grenade, and he's going to make it. I'm going to need my Layla and Gregor. I'm going to need reflex saves from the both of you. Now remember, both of you have evasion, so if you make your saves, you don't take any damage.
10. Can I put my chip in and do it again?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
So go 4, 5, and 6.
25.
20.
Okay.
22.
All right. Cool. Both of you take no damage. All right, Beato, you're up.
That Benny
I
paid
do like
off,
a little
let me tell you.
matrix.
Alright.
You hear
I didn't do it.
you hear a couple explosions and gunshots.
Alright. Out of the way, the doctor has to go save the day.
Rude!
As Beato quite literally pushes past Nara and her big wings.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
Men.
I'm gonna point at this guy and be like, "Yo, sleep."
All right. What is
16.
16? And that's going to what's the save?
16. Will.
16 will. Yeah, he's not sleeping. All right. Gregor, you're up.
You won't like me when I'm angry. Can I trick attack this one? Like moving over here and then it like.
Yeah, you have enough movement to do that.
Um,
You're like climbing over all these benches to do so and
Oh,
stumbling.
he doesn't have to do an acrobatics trick?
Well, I mean, it was mostly for effect to see how cool you were doing it.
And I did.
Like
so
I
If
got
you know one, you would just go.
yeah,
my acrobatics
Oh,
is like 14.
yeah, go for it.
His acrobatics is ridiculous.
Mine's 11.
Yeah, you do
That was
it.
high.
You just didn't need to roll in that one.
I just do like a little matrix flip over.
Wow,
No, I
he moves
imagine
well
he just-
for a big guy.
Okay.
He just goes on the wall, scurries on the wall, and then comes back down.
Like
Yes.
Lucio, does like a Lucio jump.
I'm thinking more buggy than
My trick attack is 22.
You got your trick attack.
Okay, I gotta specify flat-footed or the other one.
You like
Oh.
the second one now?
By the way, I forgot.
I have
So
to.
there's flat-footed or off-target?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, so when you
Right,
trick
trick
attack, you
attack.
can either make them flat-footed to everybody else until the beginning of your next turn, or off-target until the beginning of your next turn.
I don't know what those mean.
I'm flat-footed.
Flat-footed basically means they have a -2 to their armor class.
Oh.
Off-target means they have a -2 to hit you guys.
Okay.
So that makes you guys
I'm gonna make them flat-footed.
Alright, so they are flat-footed. Yeah, and you get your flat-footed and bonuses and all
You're
that stuff.
probably gonna hit.
Yeah. What is it? 23.
23, yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
D4, D8 plus your.
Also, I forgot to mention, Viato, you get these 2 cards.
I get these 2 cards.
Yes, and for now, go with the flat-footed card.
Okay.
They're going to switch out, because as you enter this room, all of a sudden you're just surrounded by a swirl of lights and colors, and it's almost as if you stepped into another dimension. You don't know what's up or down, and you're just being overwhelmed with all of this information and senses and smells and sights that you're just taking in from this room.
That is, it's plus half my level plus my strength, so that would be 11.
Alright. Alright. So that one is going to try and attack back. They take out, or they put away their shotgun. They take out a long sword, and they try to slash at you with the long sword. Nat 20.
They don't try, they do.
Yeah. So you are going to take 13 points of slashing damage, and you are currently bleeding.
Even though it didn't hit my hit points.
Yeah. Bleeding is a condition. You're not bleeding out. That's different. But you are bleeding. Let me just... Here we go. So at the start of your turn, you're going to take 1d4 points of damage, and then you're going to need to make a save. I don't know what save it is. Yeah, no, you're going to need a medicine check in order to get rid of it. Okay. Yeah. So at the start of your turn every round, you're going to take 1d4 points of
So if I
bleeding.
didn't have trained medicine, I would be like, if I didn't have medicine trained, I would be in like deep trouble.
Yeah, you... Do you have medicine?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you can be able to make a medicine check.
But
on
if I
yourself.
didn't have it, I would be like in trouble.
Yeah, you would need Riato to help you.
Or me, I have medicine.
Or my Layla. Actually, you need everybody to help you.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh my gosh,
I mean, I'll
everybody
just
could
roll
help
our
you make a
points.
medicine check, and you could potentially restore hit points.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, can we actually do that?
That'd be interesting. We're all going to help each other get rid of each other's wounds. Okay.
Oh,
But anyways.
that's so nice. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. Yay!
But anyways,
Hey,
Nara, it is your
how
turn.
much is your medicine?
Alright,
It is
gonna
a,
I kind of like
Like,
shove
two
it.
high five.
but
We're
I
both
can
dots.
make it an 18.
Sure.
Oh, no.
We'll just say that you do.
I can make mine whatever it is above 20.
Unless if
That's
Beato is
all.
going to, like, try and resist. Do you resist Nara shoving you into a corner?
Wait, you're shoving me into a corner?
I needed you out of the way, man.
I
You were
needed you
just
out of the
kind of
Hang on a second.
staring.
Staring.
Nara, I need you to make me a strength check.
I resist the shove.
What was your strength check?
15.
18.
She got an 18. You do not resist the shove.
That's what's up.
Well, you resist it, but you fail.
Yeah, you resist. Exactly. Well, Nara, you're in the room now.
So I'm gonna level my
You push him out of the way with your hands.
yes. Level my laser.
That was very good.
All right.
Shot.
So, unfortunately, because this is now the second round, you won't benefit from opening volley, just to let you know. But you can still attack.
Level 9.
Yeah, I get it.
Yep, you hit them. You a great big blast of fire hits one of them square in the chest for 1 point of damage. For 4. For 4.
Well, level 4 now, remember? Well, level 4 now, you get 4 points of damage. I think, too.
Yeah, you get an additional 4. Yep, so 5. All right, Beato, you're up.
I'm up? Am I? Am I down? I feel like I just got shoved into a corner.
Oh, by the way, you are now off target instead of flat-footed. So yeah, what you gonna do?
What is Beato gonna do?
You're kind of like moving your appendages around. It looks like they're kind of blurring in front of you. Everything looks like it's happening in like a different time and space.
So he's high.
The hardcore dissociating, man.
He's high without leaving the premises, man.
Alright.
Man.
I am. Don't know what to do. Screw it. Grenades help everything. Grenade!
Alright. Are you just lobbing it, or are you telekinetic projectile?
Projectiling.
Alright. Roll me to hit. Where exactly are you throwing it?
At this guy.
At that guy. Okay.
So am I
probably going
correct?
to hit.
Well, you do have a -2 from off target.
Yeah, but that's still an 18.
Still an 18. Yep, you do hit.
And yes, you will need to make a save.
Alright, he makes
You
his
have
save.
it.
He is going to take half damage.
The grenade is 6.
6. I do believe my Layla, you also have to make your save because it's a
And the hit
Why
for
are
6
you
as well.
throwing grenades in here, Beato? God damn it.
Impacted 6. The
Uh,
impacted 6 and the
What
grenade.
it's a 15-foot radius, right?
Yes.
wait,
What
it's
do
a
I have to be?
Okay.
Save? Wait, which one was it?
Or do I know what I have to be?
What do I look at?
I need 11? I got that.
It's a grenade.
I
What
got,
do I look
I got
at?
16.
Oh god.
Your save is going to be 11, I believe.
My save is 11?
What you're looking for.
You
I don't
The-
know what my save was.
It's
It's
your reflex.
Yeah,
It's a,
roll
it's a
that.
20
Oh,
plus
I
a
know I did, and it was 2. Oh.
How much damage, Beato?
The grenade impact did 6 and the grenade itself did 6.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 2 the first time. I just didn't notice. I got 8.
And
Okay,
then-
the
and
one-
then I'm going to shamble out of the room.
Alright, the Lashenta right next to Gregor dies.
Nice.
as
Just straight up murdering
electricity
people in here.
as electricity arcs in multiple places in the room, and she just kind of goes and collapses on the ground.
Is it like the dust?
I love
animation?
that.
Sure, who knows? Alright. So, Gregor, you're up. The one next to you is dead.
I'm gonna make a medicine check.
Alright.
Successful DC of 15. That's what I got.
Alright, you do still take 1 point of bleed damage, but you are no longer bleeding.
And it comes off my stamina or my hit point.
Your stamina.
Okay. Doesn't make sense, but
Alright, and Viato, you can hand me those cards back.
can I trick attack this other person?
Yes.
Can I do it from behind?
Yes.
Do I get like
You get a +2 to hit, but not to the trick attack roll.
okay? Let's do the trick attack.
Although, since you had to get rid of your bleed damage, you can't trick attack.
Oh, because that's an action.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, sort
or,
of.
move
kind of.
action.
Yeah.
Or
It's a thing.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm still.
Oh, it's a standard action. Okay. So
Oh, it is.
yeah. So you would only be able to move.
So can I just stay over here and attack?
No.
Oh no, I already did this. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd only move right next to him. Okay. Rules. All right, Nara, your turn.
I'm making humping motions.
Shoot him again.
Okay. 11. Another volley of hot flame shoots out at this poor cultist over here, and he ducks behind cover while he's got a massive bug like right next to him, and the flame just hits the stone bench that he's hiding behind. All right, my Layla, it's your turn.
Can I trick attack?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Nat 20.
All right, you got your trick attack.
Okay.
So you still have to make an attack roll, though.
Yep. Which is why it's
do I
kind
have
of
to roll it
unfortunate.
again?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. 3.
But it is flat-footed. So what did you get?
In total, yeah. What did you get?
Oh yeah, he's 5-footed, right? So
So you
why am I looking at all my stuff?
Your range attack is what you're looking for.
Okay. And then he has a -2. Or no?
Yeah, he has a
Just
-2
just give
AC.
your total.
Yeah. You got an 8. Yeah, miss. All right.
That's what I thought.
So, anyways,
It's really unfortunate you went 20 and then 3 instead of 3 and then 20.
No, that's sad.
yeah. So this Lashunta right next to you, Gregor, it is going to pull out his own long sword, and he's going to try and slash at you with it. Let's see whether or not I get another nat 20. Nope, that's not a nat 20, but that is still a something or other. That is a 23. So that'll hit you, and you're going to take 10 points of slashing damage. Okay. So, Viato, you are up.
What am I doing?
I am down. I am in the water. Like,
Make the colors
go
go down
away.
10 instead of the number I was supposed to.
So you're taking a swim.
I am just laying there.
Oh, now he's
Make the colors go away.
Where exactly
If
are
you had cleansed
you?
yourself before this happened, we might
You
not
don't
be
know
in this
I'm doing this. You're
situation. I
focusing on
know,
the
just
fight.
saying.
Where exactly are you laying?
Out of character.
In the water.
In the water. Okay, so you are in the water.
I just
Is he
make the
scared
colors.
because he thinks the water has evil in it?
I made the evil.
No, but you were scared of the room. That's why you scared us. You were scared
He
of the room.
scared us to be an asshole.
Well, yeah, but he also he was scared of the room earlier.
By the way,
He
Gregor,
thought
it
there
is
were-
your turn.
He thought there were drow in there. Okay, I'm gonna do my trick attack.
All right.
Yes, I'm more scared of my senses being assaulted every waking second.
Fair enough. Who isn't?
24.
You got your trick attack?
I want to make it flat-footed.
Alright, he is flat-footed. Nice.
You
Only-
can't do much worse.
We've only got one.
Well, you got your own, don't you? Oh, no, wait, you used it.
Oh, no, we got 2 over here. I'm going to use
We
one.
have 3.
Yep.
Roll that deck. Roll.
Should have 6 overall.
15.
Oh, yeah.
My personal one.
15, yep, you hit.
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, I don't think you do a d20 in damage.
Yeah.
Yet. Oh, gosh.
We'll get there.
12.
12, alright. You, take your knife, you slash at him a couple of times, put a few jabs here and there, and, lies on the ground, bleeding out,
I
dead
make
from
like
his
a little
wounds.
cheese shake with my...
For Goro.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's my favorite video game.
Alright, so these two lie dead before you.
Looting.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Not even in
I like
character.
just Here, let's
Sorry. I know I didn't help. 12.
she beat me to it.
So my Layla jumps on the bodies and starts taking whatever she can find on them. Between the two of them, she finds.
I apologize.
I'll take the one in front of me. You take the other one.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So each
I
of
was
you,
no help with either of these, but all right.
each of you find 150 credits. You.
I think we should divvy up by the amounts of work done. He almost got us killed. you helped.
Yeah.
I'll give you. I don't know what you found. Did you find anything?
I found 150.
You want?
I'm willing to share.
Do you want to share? Do you want to split this up?
If you can give me 50, that way I don't need you to do a split.
Yeah. Vado didn't do shit, so.
He killed one, but okay. Yana doesn't know what's going on. Now it's in the water.
Yeah, Vado doesn't know. He doesn't need to know. It's fine.
He doesn't have
I
any
guess he-
idea.
Okay, so I'll only take 100.
All right. On each of the cultists was a defiant longsword.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Don't know what that means. Maybe
I'm
it's.
assuming it's a long sword with the defiant.
So there's a defiant long short.
It's
Long
Long
sword.
short.
It's
On
it's
long
the,
sword on each.
It's the starship
one?
of Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. Hanson.
That's what I would assume.
Yeah. So it's an enchanted longsword essentially.
On each one.
So you find 2 in all.
2. What is the word?
What does your longsword weigh?
It's a one.
1. Okay, so it's 1 bulk.
I'll carry one.
I'll switch mine out.
Or do you want?
Wait, isn't
one?
your longsword technically? I might have
I
missed
did.
it. Did you guys?
Who uses?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
who
didn't
uses,
you guys switch?
Who
Yeah.
uses longsword? Do you use longsword? I found a defiant longsword.
I mean, he did kill one.
Are you talking to me? Because I'm in the room.
He's in the room.
Yeah, I have crawled back. I'm like,
I see me just laying in the water. Just
Hey,
holding my
Viato,
head.
how you doing?
I lift your head up and I'm like, hey buddy, you want a longsword?
Make it stop.
I don't think he wants a longsword, guys.
He doesn't want the longsword. Do you want the longsword?
Well, there's 2 of them, right?
Oh yeah, but she wants one.
So you want one? Are you okay with me taking it?
Here, I'll find out.
I don't. I'm not a.
What?
I'm
Well,
You
well,
can
do you
have
need it more? Because I have a cane sword already.
Like if it would benefit you, like, do you think you could make use of it?
No, I'm saying, like, would you... What kind of weapons do you have right now?
I'm just gonna sell it if
Oh.
if you're like if you're gonna use it. Then
Well, you have to carry it for the time being.
Yeah.
What kind of stats
There you
does it
go.
have?
Keep all that money for yourself again.
I told you I'm gonna pay you back. I have written down I'm supposed to pay. No, I paid you back, didn't I?
No, you're not paying them. A weapon with the defined fusion resists efforts to be removed from its wielder. If you are wielding it when you are knocked unconscious, panicked, or stunned, it stays in your hand. You also gain a bonus to your kinetic AC and combat maneuvers to disarm you,
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
equal to 1/5 of the weapon's level. So
I owe gibbers. I
Just
don't
get a
owe
plus
you
one.
anything.
I like it from
Basically, if you're knocked out, panicked, or stunned, it stays in your hand, and you get a +1 to resist being disarmed.
Yeah, can I have that?
Go
You're not
for
gonna sell
it.
it?
You're a part of the crew. You helped us.
Did I?
She made it through hazing.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I didn't see what happened other than Beato threw like a grenade at
It doesn't
me.
affect its damage. It just gives an extra effect.
Okay.
Another thing that you find is
Wait, wouldn't that make it
What kind
like,
of damage
hard
does
to
it have?
remove it from their hands?
they're dead. Was that? I mean, they're dead.
They're dead. They can't clasp it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you can cut their hands up.
Yeah.
Just like
Beato,
how they want it.
there's no reason to be scared anymore. We have taken care of the drow.
I'm not scared.
Is there like a
So
You were
many-
freaking out.
So,
You guys also find
colors.
3
weapon
Mark
weapon?
1 shock
I
grenades.
don't know, kind of like any of them. I
Yeah,
mean, which
so
death is
I
for
got some presents
Oh,
for
um,
you.
it is
Alright.
a level is
I find 3
but
grenades.
it's D8 plus strength for your
Grenades.
damage.
I know you like the
I'll
grenades.
take the grenades.
Alright, you guys also
I
find.
dangled them.
1d8?
They just start moving. I don't even move, they just start moving to my pack.
Ooh, you should make them like orbit around you.
I already have 2 stones orbiting me, I don't need a third.
Kind of like Kalis Sunstrider, whatever the frick his name is, that one World of Warcraft dude. Anyways, you guys also find 2 utility scatterguns with, I'll say 15 scattergun, 20 scattergun shells. If anybody's interested in that. 2 weeks worth of field rations.
I take one too.
I'm good. You guys can have it.
And each one of them was wearing Lashunta Ringwear 1, though currently the only people who can wear that are Mylela and Beato.
What
Should
does
have
it do?
taken that armor skill.
Right.
What does it do?
It's essentially heavy armor.
Oh, heavy armor.
No, I'm sticking with my light armor.
Well, you get a -4 penalty to everything you do.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And I assume Beato is taking the dude's armor.
Yeah, he's no sexy space.
Right.
Where's the armor here? What did you say was the Sons of Ringwear?
1.
That is worse than what I am wearing.
Wow. That is interesting.
It's only +2, +4.
Huh. No wonder they were so easy to kill. Anyways.
Yeah, they're not like those giant carnivores outside.
Right? Well, anyways,
I mean, it's worth a little bit of good money. I have plenty of bulk I can carry.
while
I don't
you
need to
guys
carry them.
You stole my pencil.
I don't have a pencil. No, wait, I do have a pencil.
Yeah, while you guys are in this room, if you would like to take a closer look at
Do you want me to
the
carry
inscriptions and try and gather some information from it, you're
I
welcome to
can
do
carry one of them. Wait, how much do they weigh? Is there 2 of them?
Just a bulk piece.
Both a piece? I'll carry one.
No, that's
I have a
one
game
that's
for-
not used.
I have a game for Nintendo called Scat. Because they thought that was a good name for a game for kids in the 80s.
Nice.
That was before Scat.
What did you want me to roll?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, I was just saying that since you kind of splashed some water on yourself, the room's no longer hazy. You can see a lot of the inscriptions in here a lot more plainly, and it it looks more like you're inside of a room this time instead of like another dimension with all hazing and wow.
Hazing.
That's the theme of our episode, hazing. Yeah, you can definitely try and take a closer look at any of the inscriptions if you desire. I'll give you a culture check on this.
Sure. I would rather have our anthropologist look at them.
Okay.
I'm gonna start calling you Dr.
11?
Dr. Jackson.
Dr. Jackson.
That's okay. Who am I looking at? I don't know.
There are quite a few inscriptions on and carvings on
Oh,
the
I
wall.
don't
language.
speak Elven.
What?
It's
I don't
Elven?
speak Elven, so.
Any
Is it Elven
words?
or Lashunta?
Any words are in Elven, but it looks more like hieroglyphics. It looks more like pictures.
Okay.
Ah, pictograms.
Am I doing a culture check?
Yeah.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Malayla, you have no idea what you're looking. Actually, you're more focused on the loot than any of the important scholarly discoveries going on
So
here.
I zoned out, basically.
Basically.
Alright, so
What did
it
my
works out.
11 get?
Viato, you on the other hand, you see is 12 depictions of elves, and each of them look like they are tattooing marks onto themselves. You recognize the cultural significance that each of them are basically tattooing their astronomical discoveries onto themselves,
I thought they were tattooing car parts.
and
Gotta watch out for these guys.
yeah, and you can definitely correlate this with all of the carvings on the outside of the structure as not being like welts or anything like that, but actually being like constellations that were etched onto the outside of the structure to kind of represent those tattoos that the early Oasian elves kind of tattooed on themselves. Yeah, it is important to note that there are 12 of them, kind of in a circle. And, yeah, that's you don't know, you can't gather any more information other than what I just told you.
Do you know where these constellations are? Maybe we could like fly there.
I don't think that's gonna help us right now.
Well, I mean we don't have access to our ship, but
Our ship is on the other side. of the
maybe
planet.
there's like a treasure.
If I were paying attention, I would agree, but I'm not, so I can't.
Should
keep
we
it in mind.
keep exploring? Maybe there is more information up in the head.
Perhaps.
I'm down.
I
Also
vote
good.
Dr. Jackson. Go ahead. I'm feeling kind of weak at the moment.
I'm gonna go stealth my butt into the head.
Alright.
Stealth your butt into the head. Okay.
Don't know how that works, but go for it.
That's where
Jeff,
the
let
term
me do
butthead
it.
comes from.
Yes. 33.
Okay.
I rolled a 19. I have
Do you want to give me a perception check?
14. Oh wait, did my perception go up? No, 14.
Okay. Cool. Let me just mark where I'm at in the book. So yeah, you move. You see another like staircase kind of move up into this head, and it definitely kind of looks like a circular, domed structure.
Like head.
The
I was
eyes.
thinking like a skull.
The eyes and the ears kind of act as windows and sun roofs or whatever. The eyes themselves are pointed in a specific direction that may have some significance, but you can't really tell. This domed room has numerous open skylights and windows, creating a steady flow of outside air. And you also notice a ring of slime mold forming a misshapen circular pattern on the floor. So it's kind of covering up the floor.
Well, it looks safe to me.
It does.
Sure.
Okay, I will poke in.
Let's funnel in.
What's this mold on the floor? We should get our other doctor to investigate.
I'll take a look at it as well.
What am I looking
Hey,
at?
Gregor, do you want to?
Is this gonna be life
Do you want
science?
to give me a perception check? Life science.
To look at the mold.
I do not notice.
Sure. Give me a life science check.
I got a 9.
I know I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, it's just a typical It's just a typical mold that's just covering the floor. But what seems a little bit more interesting is that this particular mold usually likes to live in damp, like, cracks. So there might be, like, some kind of a carving underneath this mold.
Okay.
Also, don't mind me. Actually, do mind me. Does a 25 hit your kinetic AC, Gregor?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, you hear a loud crack, and initiative rolls. Also, Gregor, you're going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I've been hit. Like I'm actually injured.
So did he fall through the floor?
Hmm?
He fell through the floor. I take.
Did he fall through the floor?
That's what I thought. Is that what's going on? Wait.
No. You hear a loud crack of a gun.
Oh, we're gonna get.
That's why he had us roll initiative.
I know, but I thought that Gregor fell through the floor because there was a crack in it, right? Because
I
of
am
the...
fighting the hole in the floor.
All right.
My
20 to
God.
25.
21.
I didn't
Cool.
roll. Wait, I didn't roll. Okay.
So I'm just gonna hit you out.
15 to 20.
18.
I mean, I did get a nat 20 initiative, so.
Gregor, what'd you get?
Got a 9.
Okay.
He's really fighting that hole.
I
He found the hole that he wants to find.
It's an abstract.
Viato, you hear a loud gunshot. Sounds fairly familiar. In the room that your friends just went into.
Yep. Doctor's gotta go save the day. You're not the only
What
one.
did I
to
see?
see.
He's been promoted to doctor.
Thanks.
What do I see?
Do you want to make me a
I'm a
perception
doctor of
check?
anthropology, actually, so. But my medicine actually does.
Nat
well,
20.
It doesn't match his. but-
You see a figure, one of the eyes. It looks like there's a person on top of the structure trying to shoot in.
What the-
And because you got a nat 20, I'll also say that this time you can actually see, like, you know, some ear holes. They look kind of big to kind of, like, you know, climb out of. So you assume that maybe this person, like, climbed out through the ear and tried to, like, create a trap for you guys.
The ears.
Alright?
Well, he's on the outside
Oh,
of the.
God. I hope this works.
Well, I do have 3 bennies, so,
I don't get Benny's out. It's fine.
I just want to see him fall off. And die.
That's not nice.
Wait a minute. What?
He's shooting at us. He shot you!
You should respect his culture.
15?
Fail by one.
Oh, no.
Alright. He's going to,
If we were third level, I would have made it. But my saves go up by 1 because my DC goes up by 1 because of level 4.
okay. Well,
So I just told him to go to sleep.
And it didn't work.
alright.
Oh, wait, did
I
it?
did.
Oh.
Beato,
Yeah, I don't know what's...
I need you to make me.
Oh boy, something in the truth doesn't like magic.
So here's something that I want you to do.
Okay.
I need you to roll me a d20 and add your mysticism modifier to it. Yeah, that sounds appropriate.
Okay.
No.
A third nat 20 in a row.
What is it altogether?
26.
Okay.
My dice. They're on fire.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sorry, what was it altogether?
26.
26.
Nat 20. So I don't know if that's getting modified at all.
Alright. I need everybody to make me a will save.
Oh dear.
20. Nat 20.
Alright?
You are probably fine. I don't know what's gonna
High
happen.
five?
I don't know what's
High
gonna
five?
happen.
You can't high five?
Alright.
Alright.
I'm gonna.
It's out of character high five. You can do it.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
We're friends.
Maybe I just killed the party.
I rolled a nat 20 though.
21.
21. Nara, are you sure you don't want to take any out of it?
Yeah, sure. 21.
21? Alright, you're fine.
I had a nat 20 and then a 25.
Because, Viato, you speak your word of command, and it almost sounds like an otherworldly voice spoke through you when you said this word of command, and all of a sudden, like, everybody who heard it, like, felt the sudden urge to sleep, but they all fought against it and are still awake.
Except for the guy outside.
Yeah, except for the guy outside. He.
Did you
You
fall off?
I'm just like
Tell me
listening
you fell
to
off.
music
want to make
over
me
my,
a perception check?
Yes.
like
20. Unnatural.
20. You hear somebody just kind of collapse on the top of the head, and sounds like somebody is laying down on top of
Damn
it.
it. He didn't fall off.
Alright.
Can I climb through the ear hole and get in?
You can climb through the ear hole. You see
Would that be
a.
acrobatics?
I'll give you athletics because you're trying to climb on top.
Okay, makes sense. 19.
19.
You should have parkoured your way up there.
19, you make it. You are on top. You see what looks to be an insectoid-like character. It is a race known as a Shirin, and and they're armed with a sniper rifle, and they are sleeping on top of this head.
That's a sniper.
Can I
take his
climb
stuff
through
and
the-
then push him
Can I
off?
climb through the air?
That sounds like a great idea. Do I have to sneak since he's sleeping? Because I don't want to wake him up. What are the chances of him waking up?
Do you want?
It's
say
bad.
Do you want to
Never
sneak
say
up
that.
to him?
Yeah, I'll take my chances with the sneak.
I mean, he is unconscious, so he gets a massive penalty
18.
to try and hear you. But
Okay, you move slowly up to it.
I feel like I should.
Yeah.
you'd be
Are the
up on-
Sheeran
Can I just?
intergender?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna loot him. I guess.
You're going. I didn't hear that.
Um,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna loot him, I guess.
You're going to.
Or can I do a sleight of hand? Since
Yeah,
he's not
do
dead?
sleight of hand.
Okay.
Outer course is still rape if you're.
I'm
You
gonna.
have a Benny.
Oh, I use mine. I'm gonna use my Benny. Or I'm gonna use that one. I got that.
No, you can have that back.
Oh, he's Bennying you back, so you get to
Wait.
basically you're both re-rolling.
Yeah,
No,
pretty much.
Nobody.
Sorry.
You ruined my rolls. Okay. That's better. Math. 16.
16. Okay.
He's unconscious. Though.
You. Oh, let me just. 1, 2, 3,
Maybe he's
4.
booby trapped himself.
5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll roll a d8 on this. Okay, that doesn't make sense. You take the Shirin's tactical dueling sword.
Okay. How much does that weigh?
I do not know. Viato, you're gonna have to look that up. But yeah, you take their sword.
Is that all?
No, that's just all you had time to take.
Okay. Did he wake up?
No.
Oh, it's just in the turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we doing this
Great.
turn by turn now, or can I try to
Yeah,
climb
are
up through
we-
the ear?
I think we'll do this turn by turn from now on. So Nara, I didn't really give you a turn, so I'll just give you one now.
Well, make my way back up here and check everything out.
Doctor, what's going on?
Yeah, you walk into this room.
It's an L.
It's a
Talking
domed
to you
room
over the
with
phone.
Okay.
not
We're not
windows.
yelling at me.
Yeah, I'm not yelling at you.
Okay,
Gregor,
so
it is your turn.
It's
What?
light bulb.
Oh, is
and
it?
It's worth
Can I
400,
climb up through
75
here? Or is it
Yes, give me an athletics
I
check.
am not hearing what you're saying. I'm sorry.
It's an L bulk. And it's
Okay.
worth 475 credits. So means when you sell it, you'll get 47.
29.
29. Yep, you make it up there. Very effortlessly.
Was it dual swords?
No, it's a tactical dueling sword.
I wanted to acrobatics
Does a
up there. I
D6
wanted to
slash
punch
Well, I mean, it's a 29. You can just say you did.
I'm going to
Oh, it's a D6.
take out my sniper
Yeah,
rifle
it is
and
not
have it
operating.
aimed at the Sheeran's head.
It's worth
Alright,
475.
so are you
Is a
trying
long
to
sword
take an
an
aim action or something like that?
I'm just I'm trying to if it starts moving,
Operative weapons
like
have
I
less damage
have
for
it like in my
Huh?
sights.
Operative
Okay,
weapons
gotcha.
have less
Alright.
damage for
You know,
reason.
if it wakes up, it sees hey.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Beato, if you want to do anything, it's your turn.
Is there some sort of contraption in this room?
That's
Like,
a question.
That would have an effect like what just happened. Or do I even know what just happened? I guess is a better word.
You want to roll me mysticism?
25?
You figure that there might be some kind of ancient magic involved, but you have no idea how it works or where it came from.
Is there anything in this room that looks like it might have something to do with that?
No, not from what you can see. You do see that there's like mold on the floor. Yeah,
Maybe
And-
it's just
and-
mold.
and that the ceiling is domed.
It's a slime mold.
That's coming from a crack.
Yeah, I don't know this.
I know.
I don't know what kind of mold that
It's
is.
coming
You're
from
right.
cracks.
I
Do you want to make me a perception check?
here?
Sure. 22.
Yeah, you get the suspicion that there's something behind this slime mold etched into the floor. And now we go to Nara's turn.
I'm gonna go over and kind of ask him what he's doing. Like,
Ask who? Okay.
Tell him crack
he
is
needs
whack.
any help.
Okay. So yeah.
He did.
I know what I'm doing. Put that guy to sleep. And
I went up there.
I feel like something's in the floor where the mold is.
Need help.
I mean, I don't have a way to burn it out, and I don't really feel like digging at it with my bones.
Are you talking over the comms or are you
No.
just no? Okay, I don't hear.
Gregor, we need your fire.
We got a more
We do have a
urgent
situation up here.
problem. Like I've got
I can't hear any of that.
you yelled, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I call you on the comm. We got a situation up here.
Come on. Alright, so
I do this when I
go
wait because I imagine it's like what said.
Yeah. Go up to the
I don't think it is so fun.
That's see what's going on.
Okay, we'll have you do that on your next turn.
Sure.
Because you already moved.
Yeah, because wouldn't that
my
be like a
Layla?
radio system?
What is
Yeah.
your turn? Or it is your turn.
He's still sleeping, right?
Yeah.
You should try to take away his gun.
I took away one of his weapons. I don't know if I can ask this. Is there? No, I don't think that I can.
Oh, by the way, guys, I guess now's a bad time to mention it's a she.
Well, you've been saying it and they, and I'm like,
Well, yeah, because I
Have you?
nobody asked.
well, would I know that? Like, I'm familiar with bugs.
Gregor, we
don't
just
know.
established that you don't know how bug sex works.
That's my own species.
No, it's Sheeran, you're a Han.
Yeah, it's a
so-
different species.
yeah, it
I
is a
might,
different
I might be
species.
more familiar with the.
You're more familiar with the different one.
Give me a culture check.
Would mine be a life science check?
Maybe I have like
Is it culture or life
science?
Because it's another species, right? Because that has to do with science.
I doubt that.
12.
Meh. 12. Yeah, you can definitely tell. You can tell.
You can tell.
I'm
matter, honestly.
I'm gonna roll if I think she's hot. Even.
I mean, I'm gonna give it to you.
Even hot.
I'm gonna give it to you
I'm
because your
not.
mentor was a Shurit.
I think she's a little.
She's alright. She places a 6 on the 1 to 10 bug rating scale. Okay, it is my turn still though.
Yeah. Should I hold him down while you like loot him?
That might wake him up though.
Okay. Well, do you think you can get his gun away from him?
I can
Like I've
Oh,
got
you know
him.
what?
I've got him. I'm,
wait.
I'm
Should I push him? And then he dies and he can't shoot us, and we'll go
Well,
down there and
why
loot him.
haven't you pushed him off yet? Hey, die from the fall.
We bugs can be somewhat agile. You push him or push her off, and it's a her.
It's a her.
She's probably going to she's going to wake up and she's going to get her bearings.
She
and
could
we
flee.
she could flee, and we're not gonna know. Maybe you hold her down, and I've got my gun, and we interrogate her.
Do you want me to try and take the gun first?
I do think we should try to get the gun away from
Okay,
her.
I'm gonna try and get her gun away.
All right. Give me a sleight of
sleight of
hand.
hand.
Maybe
again?
like yeah.
Oh god, that hit so much. 21.
21. You are successfully able to take this tactical Sheeran Eye rifle.
How much does that weigh?
Probably 1 bulk, most likely.
Rifles. My rifle is 2. But that.
Oh,
that
then
one
it's
might be
2
one.
because I'm assuming that you also have a Sheeran Eye rifle.
No, I have a Shobat Horizon Striker.
Oh,
Mine's a little bit heavy.
I have a Sheeran Eye rifle. It's
It is 1 bulk,
okay. It's 1.
but it only has one shot before it needs to be reloaded.
yeah. It's I need to do one.
Well, 1 shot, 1 kill.
Not with these guns.
One shot.
Maybe if we can get the warp
Okay,
shot
little
shit,
Eye rifle. The 10d10 damage.
Right, but it's
Okay,
also like a level 5 or something like that.
Okay, so since
Oh, yeah,
I got her weapon from her, we're gonna. Do you want to come hold her down now?
Yeah, or should we wait for them to get up here?
Well,
Are
either
you
way,
guys
Gregor,
coming?
Preoccupied.
Yeah,
Either
they're
way,
preoccupied
Gregor,
with the
your
mold
turn is coming
apparently.
up.
Okay. I'm gonna keep her in my sight.
Okay, I can hold her down.
Yeah.
Okay. Or wait, you're a little bit stronger. I'm assuming you're stronger
Oh
than I
yeah.
am. though,
Wait.
so maybe we should
what's your
switch roles.
what's your strength?
7.
7. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
Your modifier.
My strength is 10, but my modifier
Mine's
is 0.
yeah. I'll hold her down.
Okay.
And you put her in your sights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got my pistol.
Okay,
Ain't
Gregor,
it ready?
we're going to just plain say that she's pinned. She is going to wake up,
It's gotta be on top of her now.
and she kind of wakes up, just kind of sputtering and screaming like, "Ah, what's going on? Ah, let me go! Ah!"
Who are
Settle
you?
down.
Yeah, it's 1 bulk. That's what 755 crits.
She says,
And I motion with my head that she's got her in her sights. in
Yep.
intimidating
I have my
fashion.
pistol out.
"Okay, so do you want to give me an intimidate check?"
Looking for that nat 1.
24.
24. She after you try speaking to her, she all of a sudden gets very quiet and says nothing.
I still haven't
If
heard
you-
the body hit the floor.
If you
Let that body hit the floor. Oh yeah, wait.
I told you to go up there, loot her, and throw her off before she wakes up.
We're gonna interrogate her.
I suggest
We're
you
interrogating.
I suggest you answer
Is
because my
she
friend
altered
has
at all in
an
person?
itchy trigger finger.
I do.
I don't know if I can keep
I have
her.
an itchy trigger finger. Trigger.
All right, what do you want?
You're the one who wants something. Why did you attack us?
Yeah.
Asshole.
You're not even there yet.
Yeah, like I've called you to come up
Yeah,
here.
no one's answering. Like, we've told them we have a situation. They're too preoccupied with mold.
No, I literally told you. Why haven't I heard a body hit the
She-
ground yet?
We're interrogating.
She says.
Why did you wake her up?
She says.
Only after I took all of her stuff.
She says I attacked you because you were following us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're the party who kidnapped the professor.
Are you the ones who killed my people? I asked her.
She says, I've never even seen you in my life. I've only been stalking these idiots.
I believe you for now.
She, yeah. She doesn't really answer your question, Gregor, partially because she only answers one question so far.
Wow, she's not a good interrogatee.
We have
That's the
been
word.
following a group of Ashanta who kidnapped the professor.
Yes, and?
Where's
So
the professor?
that's you? What have you done with the professor?
Professor!
We're preparing for the end of all things. That's what we're doing.
Oh, you're one of those devour.
Devour tree.
Can I poke my head out and be like, why is she not dead?
We're working on it. And I just shout out, I second that!
I'm normally against this. Like actually I can't use the palm because I could get my hands hurt.
Yeah, you
I'm normally against this, and I just say this right to you.
Yeah.
But I think we should just kill her.
She says, I'll tell you everything if you let me go.
Oh yeah.
Tell us first, and then we'll let you go. We're
Uh,
Starfinders. We're people of our word. Are we? Wait.
What
Do you wanna get-
you have something?
Can I
some
bluff
of
it?
us-
Can I bluff it?
roll me bluff.
No. Roll your bluff. What's my bluff first of all? Okay, that's pretty fair. 16.
Yeah, she doesn't buy it.
Do you even have any information that would be of value to us?
Yeah.
I
How do
know
we
where
you
the
have-
professor is.
Which professor are we talking about?
Professor.
Do I hear that from my head being poked out the ear?
Well, she's kind of telepathically communicating it, so it's not really a matter of like.
Oh yeah.
Wait, she's
yeah.
telepathically communicating?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Sheeran.
she's a Shirin, so
Oh.
she doesn't really.
We're not
So what
talking.
I-
we're
She
just
has
thinking.
mandibles.
Well, you
she
be
doesn't-
talking
she can't
at her.
like form words.
Oh,
do
so
I
we're
speak
talking-
telepathically, or do I mutter? With,
You talk.
Yeah, you actually talk.
Would I hear that what she's saying?
Well, if you're poking your head out, we'll say you are.
Dara's
I've
just
called
down there
you
like,
both.
She said she knows what a professor is. I'm gonna try and make my way up.
Can you convince her to? Sorry, make your way up.
Yeah, you can.
Friend her.
Dr. Yada's got his way with.
Is that supposed to be intimidating or?
Intimidating.
Yeah, I guess.
Dr. Beato has a way.
I was just meaning as a matter of fact.
I'm gonna try and make my way up there.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Oh, God. You should just ride like Nara, like
18. Yeah, you make it up there. You're not as graceful as
I'm just like
everybody else, but you make it.
like what's the dragon?
Why is she not dead?
What was my dragon's name?
She knows.
Oh.
She says she has information
Top
about the professor that you guys are looking for.
Oh.
That's why
And
she's
I do
not
the
dead.
thing.
I do
I
the
spend the
thing.
point and make her my friend slash ally slash under the effects of charm person for hours.
Does
Alright.
she remember like the past few minutes, or is that like,
When the effect
difficult?
ends, she will have no memory of it.
Well, I meant like one of
So-
your abilities.
She's been charmed.
Well, she doesn't get a will save.
I'm just saying she's charmed.
Is it safe to get up? Go like let her
Whatever's
know.
over you.
What?
What do you mean?
Oh, she only likes Beato, doesn't she?
Ah.
That's his way.
Well, can you convince? Do you?
What are you even talking about? You've never even seen my abilities.
Yes, I have.
When?
You used it the last
Yeah, you.
against that one that you slept with. She tried to shoot you a lot.
Yeah.
She tried to shoot you. And
The
you
one
ended
we
up-
just.
Yeah, the one we just kind of left for dead. You know. Wonder how she's doing.
So, friend.
She says, well, actually, she just stays silent.
See, I really need to know what this professor is, and my friends here, like these guys, they're not really nice dudes.
Hey, I'm a
If
lady.
you tell me where they are, I can make sure you get out of this.
I can't remember the professor's name.
Alright, I'm gonna need a bluff check for that one, because I know for a fact you're bluffing as the DM.
Is it Dr.
Everybody
so
votes to
Starny?
kill her, honestly. I wanted to push her off, and then Gregor was like, no, what if she wakes up? I was like, okay, good
Well,
point.
she's like a bug person.
Yeah.
Like she can
14.
just roll around.
14.
Yeah, she could crawl.
She says, look, I know that you have well, she kind of telepathically says to you, look, I know that you have my best interests in mind, but I doubt your friends do.
Yeah, you're right. I can't guarantee that. But I still need to know what the professor is. Is there any way you can tell me?
She says, the professor is in the Temple of the 12 if you can find it.
Where's the Temple of the 12?
You don't. She's specifically contacting the auto right now.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't realize you could
If
do
I
that if
can
you were
find that, what do you
telepathic.
mean by that?
Well, Craig
You
could
know
do
where it
that.
is, or like?
I haven't even seen the temple myself. Only Tehoman and his party have gone there.
Let me guess. They kept going forward.
And with Tehoman, that is where you will find your precious professor.
See, I don't even care about what you guys are doing. I just need the professor so I can get some stuff looked at because the guys at the university are assholes. Look, all I need is the professor.
She says they will all be devoured soon.
Yeah.
It matters not.
Go ahead with that. I don't care.
Oh,
I just need the professor. Can you point me in their direction that they went?
Well, if she was able to throw up her hands, she would. She says, I don't even know. I was just sent to stall you guys.
You getting anything useful?
getting useful.
So you got nothing? You don't know where they went? Like, did they go a direction? North? West?
Straight up.
Maybe they went into the sky? Maybe they went on the ground? Also, Temple of the 12, does that bring anything with me?
With you specifically, no. With someone else in the party, yes.
Me?
Nope. You guys don't even hear this conversation.
Yeah,
Well, we have to wait until he's done.
well, well, if you don't have anything else for me, I think we're done here. Do you have anything else? Anything that can really help? Because if you do, I can probably get them to not kill me.
Make me a diplomacy check.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's see.
Okay.
27.
27. Okay. Alright. She says, if you can take a look at my comm unit, there are a few. I've had a few conversations with Tehoman. You could probably use it to track his location. Other than that, there's really nothing else. I just know that Tehoman knows that the key to our success lies in the Temple of the 12, and that whatever happens there will speed the bloody end of the galaxy.
Okay, I'm gonna take
So
her
we're
back.
just hearing like one side of a conversation.
All right.
Yeah, we're just hearing him.
Yeah, so you heard everything I said.
All right.
So you heard like Temple of the 12, Teoman, northwest, south, up. Alright, so I take it, don't kill me.
We should at least take her.
I'm going to have a look through this
Sounds like
outfit.
me.
We should at least like take away
Right.
all her weapons and armor.
You,
Yeah, we took her weapons already.
Well, we
how do you take
maybe
this
not.
comm?
We
She doesn't
should-
really give it to you.
I want to take
Okay, I'm just saying, how do you take it?
we should
Like,
strip
do
her naked
Side
and
psychokinetic
Rip
hand.
her naked.
All right, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure she's not hiding anything.
yeah, like search
You
her
take it
and
with
tie her up.
psychokinetic hands. You want to give me a computers check? It is
Can we tie
password
her
protected.
hanging off of the
Okay.
statue?
Come on.
Like I don't want to kill her, but the
That's a 20
the
on that.
devours.
All right, you unlock it.
We'll just leave another devourer for dead. It's fine.
Yeah, but we need a camp soon.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you find a series of several logged communications with this Tehoman that she mentioned, and they're generally updates to him about her movements and how she's been like tracking your party throughout the jungle and what she's been doing to try and like stall you guys. You also know that she actually like shot one of the large creatures and actually started that stampede that nearly killed you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes,
I'm
bitch.
gonna keep looking for a minute. I don't let any. I'm gonna try not to let anything show in my face. I do
20.
a very good job of that. That's a nat 20.
Okay. And other than that, you find a bunch of recorded broadcasts of Eoxian reality shows, I say in air quotes, and Bloodsport, favoring productions by the Librian celebrity known as Zoe, including an entire season of the viscerally grotesque Survival Deathmatch Extreme.
Into bloody gladiator sports, okay. Alright, so with the Tailman contacts, like, does it like have anything about his location?
Not really, unfortunately. But like she said that you did need to she said that there was a possibility that you could try and trace his location through it.
I'm pretty sure I would need a a proper computer for that, though, wouldn't I?
Maybe? You don't know.
No, I don't know. I've never tried to do this before in this. Any of you good at tracking, like,
I have a 7 in
Messages.
survival.
Would that be
No,
computers?
It's not the
No, you have any
computers, yeah.
computers.
I have a 4.
That's a 6.
I barely know what a computer is.
I'm not gonna have you do this.
I can try. 20. I'm not.
And
20,
before
sorry.
you do
I'm not
that,
20.
why don't we strip her of like all her armor and supplies?
She did give me something that could potentially lead us to a thing. I said
We
I
don't
would
want.
kill her.
Yeah, does anybody want to give me a perception check?
Not 20. Perfect.
Nat 20. You see 2 more Kasariks start to head out of the jungle towards the structure.
I can really do that.
So, like a strength check.
I think so.
Yeah.
$13.
She wiggles out of your grasp, and she jumps down from the structure and begins running away.
Told you we should have taken her. Like,
She doesn't have any weapons.
We took her. Yeah, we took her long range weapon.
she
I
could have
haven't
had
been
one hidden in her anal, like, duct.
Anal duct. That's not how it works. However, I really do hope she
Do you know
does.
much about the hero?
Can I like?
She's the one who started the
Can I take a shot at her with my rifle? Or no?
Why don't you take a shot at her?
No.
Well, I'm
And
startled.
not a killing shot. I'm not aiming for her head or anything.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
give
like
you-
her foot or
I'll
her
give
leg.
you one roll for
Just
it.
trying to cripple her to stop her from fleeing.
I'll give you one roll for it.
Okay. I'll try.
But she's got like 6 legs, doesn't she?
I'm gonna try. Why not? I miss. I'm
So
just gonna go
shooting
with
one
I
of
miss.
her legs
All right.
isn't as much of an
I missed.
impediment.
And I'm also going to need initiative checks.
Oh damn it! I forgot that these things were coming out.
I think we should go inside and like barricade the eyes and like camp in the head.
All right, and we will begin combat after this break. So yeah, join us in whenever I get the next part posted. So suspense. Yeah, that'll show them.